Hello, I'm jdthemightymesprit, the god of West Vegas but hates IGN. So last year, I did an Xbox 360 collection. Appreciate all the support I got, so now I'm doing another one. This is for 2021. This year, I added a lot more games, and most of it has been found as either thrift shops, flea markets, game stores. So this year we added a lot more than, of course, going on eBay. Because this year, getting video games has been much tougher, because obviously you don't see it that much anymore. You don't see like 360s up. But anyway, but before we start, I want to get this out of the way that I usually do not do SO2C question videos that often because I have to take them all of the games out. So we're gonna do it in a different format. I'm actually gonna edit this video actually, and it's gonna be one edit. So yeah, basically, we're gonna do it by stacked, and I'm gonna go, and of course we're gonna do it in alphabetical order. So, and I'm not gonna do a multi-part. I'm gonna make it one big video. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy. This is gonna be a long one. So grab a snack, get off the shelf and enjoy yourself, and let's get started. So first stack is gonna be this stack. So first up we have a sports game. This is 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil. I actually found this game at a Salvation Army. Is this thing Deus or something? No, it's complete. Think there's no code, but yeah, this is a sports game. So next up is actually a double pack. Unfortunately, it's missing the disc, but I don't see the case for this very often, so I was like I have to get it. And that's Deca Sports Collection, MLB 2012 Major League Baseball, and NBA 2K12. Now here's the thing. It has the NBA 2K disc, but no Major League Baseball disc. But I decided to keep it because you do not see this case very often, especially at a thrift store. Like I know I'm never gonna find this again. It's just, even if it's just a case, I know I'm never gonna find it, so that's why I have to keep it. Anyway, next up we're getting some really good stuff here. Alone in the Dark. This is the bonus edition that comes with the soundtrack, which I'll show you right here. Here it is. I am not a big fan of horror games, so that's why I haven't played it. Yeah, maybe someday for Halloween, since October's coming up, but I probably won't. Anyway, next up we have Army of Two. I have played this game, and for what I played, it is pretty fun. So, not super fun, but yeah, multiplayer, it's pretty okay. Good co-op. Next up we got the Assassin's Creed games. Now, unfortunately, I don't have all the Assassin's Creed games compared to something like Call of Duty, but I do have 3 of the Assassin's Creed games. And believe it or not, these are all the games with NCO, who is because of my kind of Assassin's Creed characters. So let's get this quickly there. Maybe because I'm not good. There's like this one Assassin's Creed I could not get past. It was a stupid race. I was like, I gave up. So I'm probably never going to play the other 2, but we have Assassin's Creed 2, this is actually a condition upgrade. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which I heard is everybody's favorite Assassin's Creed. And unfortunately, probably the worst condition copy. This is copying my entire collection. Assassin's Creed Revelations. So when I got this game in a lot, a 360 audio, but this is very poorly shaped. This is probably the better one for condition one from the lot. That's saying something. So yeah. Anyway, next up we have the 3. Of course, we have the 3. First off, we have Battlefield 3. Actually, this is actually without order, but yeah, I'm still looking. This is actually a limited edition, which is very common. I don't know why, but this case is very common. I'm actually still looking for the regular one. It's not worth shit, but I can pretty much get it cheap. Anyway, not. Over that, but anyway, next up we have the 3 Batman Arkham games. We have, and these are really great games. We have Batman Arkham Asylum. Unfortunately, when I got this game, the case wasn't in the best condition, so I actually traded for GameStop Day, which is even worse, because now with black case, I need to get an actual one, so I'm on the hunt for a replacement. But yeah, a great game. And Batman Arkham City, amazing game. I haven't played much of this one, but probably the most I played in Batman game, Batman Arkham game, but I'm still going to play Batman. Hang on, Batman Arkham Origins. This game is definitely a disappointment. It does have some things to do, so I do need to get an upgrade, but yeah, I would love to get Batman Returns on Super Nintendo, And also back to Batman Returns, but I know that's not going to happen. I had the opportunity to get Batman Returns to Nintendo completed box for 80. I didn't get it. Now the game's way more expensive now, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, next up we have the three Bioshock games, which are amazing first-person shooters. Some of my favorite 360 games of all time. It's two of them in particular. It's hard to tell which one's my absolute favorite, but I do love them both. We have Bioshock. So I actually had this game for a while, just a regular game, which I found at GameStop. Just recently, I actually found the slipcover to the game, and putting my Salvation Army, not Salvation Army, Housing Works, and of course I was able to get the regular disc. So now I finally have a fully complete Bioshock, which I think is awesome because this is an awesome game. If I can get it back in there. There we go. Great game. Then we have Bioshock 2, definitely the weakest, and definitely the weakest in the trilogy for the 6 games, but still great regardless. Then we have Bioshock Infinite, which is actually, I think this might be my favorite Bioshock game. I mean, it's still mature, but compared to other Bioshock games, I mean, this is my favorite. I usually like more white-hearted tone, and this is a lot more white-hearted than the other compared to other. But it's more white-hearted compared to the other two, which is not saying much. It's still dark and brutal, but still an amazing game regardless. I cannot wait to play this game again and beat this game because it's so good. And next up we have the Black Eyed Peas experience. So here's the story about this one. So I had this game for the Wii. I sold it, and then after that I got it again for the Wii, and I have it sealed. And because before that, after I sold it, I basically before I got the Wii version back, I've actually found the 360 version and at a Salvation Army. And again, this was during the time when I got super lucky, pretty much finding stuff. I got extremely lucky. I found so much stuff that weekend, and I found a lot of good stuff. So it was a lot of 360 games. I was able to fill a lot of holes, and this was one of them. So I was actually really glad I found this game for $3, alongside another Connect game, which we'll see later on. Anyway, next up we have the three Blaze Blue games, which I love fighting games, but this series unfortunately I'm not good at, except for one game in this series. But I actually got introduced to this series thanks to a YouTuber called The Quarter Guy. So it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have known about this series. Of course I wouldn't have a complete 360 set. Well, what I mean is I want to actually start going for it. I'm glad I do now. But anyway, we have Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger, which is a good game. Beautiful art style, by the way. Love the art style. Way to Go to New Shift, which I have played. I beat it like 1-5. I couldn't get the combo system for that game, but I think this was the one I got first. It was the very common one. I also have it on PS3, the original version. PS3 not extended, but I do have the original on PS3. And I have Blaze Blue Continue Extend. Yes. So which of course this is the most expansion. So yeah, which is a hard theme, but I've yet to play this one because I heard this basically extend, but pretty much play contains the story of Calamity Triggers. I'll have to try that out. But yeah, great game. Alright, hang on, I gotta pause. Alright, sorry about that, something more on those. Anyway, next up we have my god, which is actually Blood Drive. Oh god, this game sucks. So when I first played this game, I thought this was the most badass game I had played. But ever since then, I started to play recently, and my opinion of this game has gone way worse. Like, it's basically a career combat game, and I played Twisted Metal through PS3, and I could not get into this game. So honestly, looking at it, I do not like career combat games. Mostly because it's game, but it's really badass in terms of what it is. But at the same time, I cannot get into them. I mean, this is System is more iconic than this. This game sucks big time. I know this is coming to get 64, but I just cannot get used to the steering. Next up, we have one of my favorite franchises of all time, Borderlands, and of course, my favorite 360 games of all time. And I am missing one of the Borderlands games, but thankfully I just got Borderlands 3, which I showed you before. But anyway, but next up we have, of course, we have Borderlands, which is a great game. Borderlands 2, my favorite in the series, and one of my favorite games of all time. Love this game to death. I will. Right, this is obviously my first introduction. I know, but I played Borderlands 2, which is amazing. But this will always be my favorite because of how surprising it was to me when I first played it. Like being a first-person shooter and an RPG. It's actually my favorite first-person shooter franchise, and this game obviously is the reason. Because of that, I love this game. So good. And we have Borderlands the pre-sequel, which is not a bad game, but it's definitely my least favorite in the main series because of the fact that you have to stay on the Pacific Shield, and it's really annoying. Super frustrating. Gets frustrating super quick. Anyway, I'm actually gonna move that stack over there. Actually, gotta be careful not to damage my computer. Oh, sorry, I guess. Technical difficulties. Not gonna edit that now. There we go. Alright, next up we have Bulletstorm. This is actually the original cover art. I had the Epic Edition, but I traded that in. Mainly because it was a variant I didn't need. I probably kept the original. I'm so glad I kept the original. But this is actually the more harder variant to find, and I'm so not that expensive. You don't see this this version of the game very often. You see the other ones because I had to keep this one. It is the original, and I'm so glad to have it. I mean, it's not a hard game to find by all means, but it's not one you see very often, especially in this cover art. Next up, we have one of my favorite 360 games of all time, Bully Scotia Edition. Of course, Rockstar Games makes really great quality games, and this is no exception. This, of course, right? Of course, the gameplay is great. Story is great. Jimmy Hopkins is a super likable character. And of course, I beat this game. I spent a long time beating this game, but I really enjoyed this game. And I'm actually gonna review this game at some point, but this is one of my favorite games under 60 for sure. Alright, sorry I have to pause. It's been a while like that because I'm starting to get allergies. But yeah, Bully is one of my favorite 6 games. No questions asked. Next up we have Baru, the XCOM Declassified. Which, funny story about this game, I've not played this game, but I actually found this game at a snack cart sale, and I got it for $2. And I don't see this game very often actually. We're getting it for $2. I'm more than willing to add because not a lot of people. I heard this game sucks, but again, not a lot of people play one game. I got it for $2. So for $2, I'm more than willing to add it to my collection and knock it off the list sooner if I do not have it. And yes, it is, which I did not at times. So now I do have it, and it's complete. It comes with a code. I'm not going to show you the code, but it's probably expired, but it's whatever. Next up, we have the Call of Duty games. I'm actually gonna let me quickly move these actually in a different spot. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna show these quickly because they're basically the exact same thing. But yeah, we got the Call of Duty games. I almost have all the Call of Duty games. The only one I am missing is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That's actually the only one I'm missing. So if anybody has that, please let me know. I love to get that one as soon as I can and knock it off the list. But yeah, all these Call of Duty games are complete except for one, which I will point out. But other than that, majority of these Call of Duties are complete, which is really awesome. First up, we have Call of Duty 2, which I heard is a great game. And I haven't played this one. I only played it once, and that's basically it. Call of Duty 3. Unfortunately, this is the Call of Duty that's missing the manual, unfortunately. So if anybody has the manual, please let me know. I have a lot of 360 games that are missing manuals, but yeah. I haven't played much of this one. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I want to get into this game. The problem is I haven't played much of this game, and it's because I go to the stupid training mission I couldn't get past. I never played this game again. I should correct that mistake though. I should try to get past that training mission so that I can actually play through this game because I heard this game is amazing. One of the best for sure. One of the best 360 games. And of course you have the 3 Black Ops games. You got Black Ops 1. I need backups too, which I also found at a street yard sale, at a yard sale street, but actually it was a different yard sale from a long time ago. But I got it for $5. So it goes five, and also, which usually I don't find games that often right there, but hey, I had to get it. I guess I couldn't find anything. And of course we got Call of Duty Black Ops 3. In case you're wondering, this version of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 does not come with the campaign. You obviously see right there. It's the multiplayer and zombie. It does not come with the campaign, but I'm still glad I got this game. I do believe I don't remember. Where did I get this game? I'm actually not sure where I got this game, but otherwise I'm very glad to have this game. Not again. I don't see this game very often though, so probably the rest of the Call of Duty games in the store pack. Ooh, this is the only Call of Duty I actually beat actually. Call of Duty Ghosts. I heard this game sucks. So I bought this game. A lot of people hate this game. From what I played, I thought it was alright. I mean, would I like it now? No, but I thought this game was alright when I beat it. Which I did beat it, by the way. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which of course heard this is the best Call of Duty game ever made. That's saying something. And I actually want to play that game again. Actually, play the game for real. Because there's the Call of Duty Modern Warfare reboot, which I do need, but it has updates right now. And of course, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Of course, this was the end of the Modern Warfare franchise sub-series, even though of course we got the reboot. But yeah, of course, this was a great game. Yeah, and from what I've heard, and I actually have not played this game actually. Maybe I should play this game. I should think about playing this game actually. I was just thought where my thing was it's Borderlands, but so that's why I haven't got around to playing it. I will play it. I will play these games at some point. Again, there's a lot of games, and sometimes a lot of games that fill in my backlog, but I can't focus on one game at a time. I was gonna focus on another game. I'm obviously focusing on 2 games right now, which one of them you'll see later. But and of course you know what you have to with my next pick a video, but which of course that's gonna be out later. Not now, but later. And of course we have Call of Duty World at War, which is a great game. I just want to start with the Call of Duty games. So that is all the Call of Duty games. It is a lot. But yeah, that's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 of them, and I have 10 of them. So that's actually really cool. One of them is the main though. That's still 9 complete. I think it's pretty awesome. Next up, we have Katherine, one of my favorite 360 games. I love this game to death. It's basically a puzzle platformer with a lot of adult content. So, but regardless, this is still one of my favorite games on 360. Vincent is a super likable character. I also liked the 2 Katherines, Katherine McBride, and Katherine with a C. Of course, voiced by Michelle Ruff and what's her name? Laura Bailey, aka Yukari Takaba, and Risa Kuchikawa. Which, believe it or not, those are both Warfare Arcana characters. Of course, if you played Persona, you guys know what I mean. But believe it or not, this was made by the makers of Persona, and of course there are 2 Persona games, which we'll see with. But yeah, of course, Atlas games are really great. They have, of course, yeah, Atlas games are really great. They're still making great games this day. As time of recording this video, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is coming out in 2 months, so I cannot wait for that. But yeah, great game. And it's time for a Katherine too. No, of course I love to see. I'm going to accept for the Persona 2 anniversary stuff, but no more Persona 5 shit. It's either this, or Devils or Shin Megami Tensei. I should not think about that. I'm not sure. This or Persona 3 or 4 2. This or something else, or I guess we are getting that project, that new IP from Atlas, which is supposed to be like Persona 7 in Fantasy World. So it's either that Katherine 2 or that. No more Persona 5 shit. Okay. Doesn't say Persona 5 is bad, but again, we're getting too much of it. Anyway, next up we have Child of Eden, and which of course this one I got a condition upgrade for. The previous one I owned, the case wasn't the best shape, but this one what I did is that I basically, when I got this copy, but the disc wasn't in the best shape, so of course I combined the 2 discs, and I guess I got a very nice copy, so I think it's really cool. Next up we have Chrome Hands, which is a really fun, was not really fun, I haven't played much, it's kind of unique, but also weird. It's run by Form Software, so of course that's makers of Dark Souls, of King's Quest, and of course another 2 game you'll see in a minute, but yeah, great game. Project 1's a great game, it's weird, it's still okay. Next up we have Call of Duty 2K7. Okay, this is actually kind of, I don't want to talk about sports games that often, but there's actually one Call of Troops game that there's actually 2 that I might need, and one of them is actually one of the rarest 260 games, that's Call of Duty 2K8. This one started the more uncommon version of this. I think it's starting to get a little bit more pricey because also people can't get the more expensive Call of Duty game. I ended up getting this in sports a lot, but yeah, because I have this game, so I do need Call of Duty 2K6 and I need Call of Duty 2K8. If anybody has those games, please let me know. But yeah, I tried to play Call of Duty 2K7. I didn't like it though. I wasn't a fan of what direction they went. Anyway, next up we have Crackdown 2, which is okay. I still need Crackdown 1 though. That's one I had Crackdown 2 for a while, but not Crackdown 1. And I think I'm gonna pretty much do that from here. And next up we have The Crew, which is I haven't played this much. I should play this game if I can play it, because it needs the hard drive. I'll probably play it now, I'll probably have one. Next up we have Crisis 2. I should probably play this game more just to be by Crytek. But yeah, this is a really fun game. When I play it, I cannot wait to play it. More of it. Alright, next up we have one of the rarest 360 games ever. This game is super hard to get, and it's all coming up in price in the future. That's Cult of Saga. It is complete. Let's just show you right here. I really like this game. And it's basically a party game combined with an RPG, and it actually they do it really well. There was basically there were basically 3 Cult of games, I believe, at the time. There's one, I remember this one, I know there's one, I think there's one on the PS2, much different. These games are mostly in Japan. There is one on the 3DS, which I don't have, but if you compare to that one, I'll probably play this one all day. This was probably the better one I played. And it's actually a really good one as well. But again, this game is getting really difficult, more difficult to find. It is coming in price in the future, so if you see this game, please pick it up. It's really good, and it's only going to get harder to find in the future. So, recommend you pick it up now. Next up we have the Cursed Crusade. Okay, about this one, so when I played this game, I thought this game was horrible. I only played this game once, and then I called it a piece of shit because I thought it was horrible. Again, the thing is that I haven't played much of this game, so I can't really call the game horrible, truly horrible, so maybe I should actually click that post I made on Instagram about the worst 260 games. But when I played this, the best thing about this game is horrible. Again, it is an Atlas game, and Atlas games are really hard to find, so yeah. Next up we have the Central games. We're starting to get into Connect territory now, because these are games I used to play as a kid. And I actually replayed these games recently for a marathon. So yeah, these are really fun games. We have Dance Central, which is the weakest in the trilogy. Dance Central 2, which is one of my favorite Connect game, one of my favorite games of all time. And Dance Central 3, definitely in the middle. This is a great game when it comes to Connect recognizing you and the song selection. However, one thing I do not like is that you have to basically do power moves to in story mode. You have to do power moves, and the fact that you fail one, you're going to be stuck with a specific crew. So that does kind of hurt the game a little bit, and I wasn't a fan of that. So they can be really tiring that you have to constantly fail until you get it to succeed. Because when you have to do the move, now they have to pass the song. So that does kind of hurt it a little bit, but still a really good game. Definitely the end of the trilogy. And we have another dance game. Now, there are 3 of them in this trilogy. Unfortunately, this is the worst one of the bunch. It's one of the worst 60 games ever. That's Revolution Universe. What a huge disappointment this game was. So, I mean, this game sucks. Like, I mean, I already talked about it on my review. I do not like the song selection, how the campaign does. I do not like how the girl that doesn't wear a shirt and wears a jacket twerks. Guys, that's something I'm gonna point out. This game is really E10, and this way that twerks. That's just unacceptable. Like as I said before, I rather watch Onta Kamiki dance and do a cartwheel than avoid this fucking piece of shit again. Avoid this game at all costs. So unless you're a collector like me and you're going for a complete set. I do think that's Revolution Universe 1, 2, and 3. But that won't be for a while because again, I don't like this game. I'm probably never gonna play 2 and 3. I want to finish 1 first, then play 2 and 3, even though I'm probably never gonna play them because that's just the Universe 1 sucks. Next up, we got the 2 Dark Souls games. These are hard as shit games, but they're really fun. We have Dark Souls, one of my favorite 360 games, and I also have Dark Souls 2. I would have these are RPGs, and I'm a huge RPG guy, but again, they are hard as shit, just like Kingsfield. So yeah. And the last game for the stack, and this entire stack, and the last game for this clip, for stack one clip is Dark Void. Okay. But yeah, Dark Void. I remember this game was gonna be huge, right? This was gonna be the next big game, and then this game bombed, so that didn't happen. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for stack 1. I'm gonna end the clip here, and we will move on to stack 2. Again, it's gonna be an edit video. Alright, stack 2, here we go. First up, Darksiders 2. This is a really fun game for what I played, but I never played it anymore, and that's probably a theme. A lot of these games I played, I haven't played too much of, so yeah. Anyway, next up, this is a great game right here. I had such a fun time with this game. Dead Island. I really like the whole, you're on the beach and there's a zombie apocalypse, and you gotta survive, and also there's not a lot of healing items, but this is a really great game. But I do have this, I do know they're coming out with a sequel. Actually, it's been in development house. We're probably never gonna get a sequel, but yeah, great game. Yeah. Alright, next up we have the Dead or Alive games. Now, here's the thing. I have 4 of the I have 2 of the Dead or Alive games. There's only, I'm missing the other half, which of course, one of them's a spin-off, the other one is expanded, but I do have 2 of them. So we have Dead or Alive 4. Unfortunately, this is missing the manual, and my disc is actually a Platinum Hit Sticks. That's what came when I got it from GameStop. So if anybody has a manual or disc, please let me know. The other one is Dead or Alive 5, which I really enjoyed the story. This game with the story was very interesting. And yeah, this is a really fun Dead or Alive game. The final boss was way too difficult, but it's a fighting game. But yeah, great game. So the things that I'm actually missing: Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, which is the expansion, and Dead or Alive Extreme 2, which is really climbing up in price. It's getting much more difficult to find. Which I never thought it would be that much difficult to find, but it's getting difficult to find. But anyway, next up we have the Dead Rising games. And we have Dead Rising, the original, and Dead Rising 2. This one is a Platinum Hits disc. But that's when I wrote it on offline. But yeah, by the way, I'm actually missing Dead Rising 2 off the record, which is the expanded version to Dead Rising 2. I've been missing that one for a while. I'm still looking for it. But anyway, the next 2 games are the Dead Space games, and these ones I got recently. One of them I got recently at a flea market. At the time I'm recording this clip, I got it yesterday. I would say today, but I actually got it yesterday because I'm actually recording this clip this morning, early in the morning. So yeah, it's not. Yeah, but I did get this yesterday. At the time I'm recording this, probably a few days by the time you're seeing this. I got this on Sunday. Let's leave it at that. But yeah, we have Dead Space. So happy to have this game, Black Label. I don't see this game Black Label very often. When I found it at a flea market, I was like, I had to get it. This game is actually climbing up in price because of the announcement of a remake. So, yeah, very glad to get this one. I'm glad to get it when I did because, oh, by the way, get your horror games now because we are getting close to October, and once it's October, horror games are going to be expensive. So, grab your horror games now. And of course, speaking of horror games, we have Dead Space 2, which is a great game. For one, if I played a lot of this game, this was the only Dead Space game I owned for a while. I'm still missing Dead Space 3, and I'm missing Dead Space Extraction on the Wii, but yeah, this is a great game. If I have to pick a horror game, that probably be my favorite. Anyway, next up we have one of the rarest Xbox 360 games ever. I'm not even joking. Death Smiles. This is a really fun shoot 'em up. I really like the whole you're like anime, but also angel thinking, and also with a gothic feeling. It's actually really fun, and the multiplayer is really fun. It makes you smile. That's unfortunately this game is extremely rare. You're probably never gonna find this game in the wild. I got very lucky. I found this game at Video Games New York back in 2019, and I'm actually glad I found this game. Like when I found this game, I was like going through 360 stuff, and I actually found them. I knew I've been looking for this game for a while, and now this is why one of the big ones I know wouldn't be. It was so hard to find, but now there are copies. There are a little more copies on eBay, but they're probably asking like around $40 to $60. Which I'm not sure. I'll have to check after I finish with this clip. And I'll probably put it in the description, but which I probably won't. But yeah, great game, but it's extremely rare. One of my more expensive 360 games, one of the rarest 360 games for sure. And it's coming in price as well. So anyway, next up we have Deca Sports Freedom. Where they used to own Deca Sports on the Wii. Unfortunately, I sold a lot of my Wii games. Haven't found Deca Sports since, but this is the Xbox 360 version. Even though there's another game that's similar to this, it is complete by the way. There is another game that's similar to this called System Media. I had the opportunity to get it, but I didn't get it because I saw games that I couldn't get it because I didn't have the money, and the second time when I did have the money, I passed on it because of condition. I wanted to go with budgets. I ended up getting another game, which we'll see in a minute, but yeah, I'll play it someday. It's basically a rip-off of Connect Sports. Well, surprisingly not Deca Sports, a rip-off of Connect Sports. So on the Xbox 360, it's a rip-off of Connect Sports, you know what I'm saying? Okay, no, sorry. Okay, I won't say that again. Deca Sports on the Wii is a rip-off of Wii Sports. So on the Xbox 360, it's ripping off Connect Sports. I hope that makes sense. If not, we're gonna continue on, because I gotta get through this. Alright, next up, we have Defiance. Based on that movie nobody saw. Yeah, that kind of looks like something. Anyway, next up we have Destiny, which I have Destiny 2 on Xbox One, but it's worth nothing. It's not worth shit. Not even joking. Maybe something I'll play it. I tried playing it. I couldn't play it. Next up we have Deus Ex Human Revolution. Okay, about this one, I am not that good at stealth games. I want to get into the stealth genre, but I always end up getting myself spotted, and I end up getting myself killed. And what sucks about this one in particular, that just things about the game, it's a great game. But what sucks about this one is that this is also an RPG. This is basically like a stealth RPG. It's obviously in a first person perspective, but it's also like in an RPG, which I thought this game would also be probably first person shooter and stealth, but actually this is actually an RPG. So this series is actually an RPG, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, someday maybe someday I'll play this game fully and give it a full chance. But yeah, this is from what I played. I really like this game, even though I'm not good at stealth games. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, next up we have Devil May Cry HD Collection. This is basically comes with Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. Dante's Awakening Special Edition, not the original Dante's Awakening, because the original was hard as shit. This one is the special edition that fixes a lot of the issues. But yeah, really fun. This is really fun. This series of hack and slash. Of course, they came out with Devil May Cry 5. And this year's actually the 20th anniversary of the series. So maybe I might play this one for October. We'll see. But yeah, great game. We were Devil May Cry 1. Devil May Cry 2 was okay. Not bad, but not great. And Devil May Cry 3 is amazing. Love that game. I still need that one. I do have the Devil May Cry 5th Anniversary Collection on the PS2, which I found at a flea market. I only paid $25 for it, which is pretty cool. Anyway, next up we have Dishonored. Again, I haven't played much of this game, but that's because I'm not good at stealth games. Deus says I don't think this is a RPG. This is fully stealth. It plays by Deus, but it's not. Doesn't have the RPG elements. Anyway, next up we have Devil May Cry. DMC Devil May Cry. A lot of people hate this game. I personally like it, but yeah, I mean, as a Devil May Cry game with story, this game is pretty bad. But as a hack and slash, it's actually pretty good. I do like the whole anti-gravity like grappling like you're basically like in a dimension-wide limbo, and it's basically and so you have to do a lot of platforming. I think it's actually really cool. It's too bad a lot of people hate this game though. We're never gonna get a sequel. But I remember people hating that game because of the redesign Dante. It's fun, really. I mean, yes, they did redesign Dante. They gave him a different voice actor, but it's not really that bad. I mean, come on, you can really give that much shit. And next up we have Dragon Age 2. Again, just like Dead Space, I haven't won. I got this game recently, so I haven't had time to play it, but it was an RPG I did not have, so now I do. Alright, I think I'm gonna move this stack over there. There we go. Next up we have Dragon Ball Evolution. Not Dragon Ball Evolution. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. There we go. Honestly, that's the name. That awful movie. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I have not had time to play this game. I heard this game is really good. And I actually got it from the Xbox One version from Muhammad. And sometimes I found the 360 version. So I'll probably get play this one at some point. And I don't think he did a portrait actually. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, we're looking forward to playing this game. And probably it is the last Dragon Ball game on the Xbox 360, which I think is pretty cool. Okay. Anyway, next up we have Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. I've not had time to play this game, but when I played it was okay. I mean, this was the first Dragon Ball game I owned for a while, but now I own Dragon Ball Xenoverse. So there are a lot of Dragon Ball games I still need. I know I need the Budokai HD collection, Raging Blast. I know there are a couple of Naruto games that are, a couple of them too that are really hard to find and not cheap. If I can get a hold of them, that would be cool. Anyway, next up we have Dragon's Dogma. There is an updated version that fixes a lot of the issues with when it hurts. So I'll probably play that version. Or I have it on Xbox One, that version on Xbox One, and I have that also on PS3, but this is the 360 original. So I still need the original on PS3, but glad I found this game when I did, because I'm pretty sure that game is expensive now. Next up we have Driver San Francisco. It is complete. I actually thought this game would actually be cheap, but this game is actually starting to get uncommon actually, and it's kind of odd because for what this game is, you may think this would be like the game, but this is actually going for $30 to $40, which is actually crazy. I thought this game was going for a lot cheaper, but it's actually going for that much. I'm actually glad I got this game when I did. It does have some sticker residues, unfortunately it will need an upgrade. I'll probably never find it out because I'll have to deal with this one for now. And it does have a case crack, unfortunately, so I don't because I'm on the hunt for replacement, but usually I'm not this picky when it comes to 360 cases. Usually I am when it comes to Joe case, but yeah. Anyway, next up we have Ducktales. Woo, great game. Sorry, that's my version of the Ducktales game. Sorry, I have to deal with it, but yeah, Ducktales remastered. Such a fun Ducktales game. Starting to get pretty uncommon because they took it off the digital market. So I'm very glad I got this game when I did. Yeah, it's in an original Genesis 6 years, but the artwork is still legit, so that's definitely good. The one I got was on horrible shares, so I decided to replace it. because I'm on the hunt for points, I won't get an actual one, but if not, I'm happy with this one. But yeah, great game. I really enjoyed this game. And they did get, and even though they did get, Scrooge McDuck's original voice actor back, which is Alan Young, which actually was sad, also sad. So this will be the final time he voiced, Alan Young voiced Scrooge McDuck before his death, so yeah, rest in peace. But yeah, great game. Next up we have Dungeon Siege 3. There we go. Another RPG. Don't have it. Where does I have it? It is missing the manual though. Has some stupid market. And next up we have Dynasty Warriors Strike Force. So this game, I have not played much of this game. I know what that. I know the reason why I haven't played this is I used to have Dynasty Warriors 6, but I traded that in for original PlayStation. And now I kind of regret getting rid of that one because I needed that one and I haven't found it since. I'll find it again, but I'm glad to have this game, and I am keeping this one. A lot of people hate this game. I think it's fine, but yeah, this game. I played it. It's alright. I'm not the biggest fan of Dynasty Warriors games now. Especially, I played Summer Warriors. That one's great. But that's an older one. Summer Warriors 2. I'm not the biggest fan of the Warriors games anymore. Majorly because they do the exact same thing, and just like there's two games in one that pretty much destroyed my hopes for a good Dynasty Warriors game. One of them I haven't played. I heard that it's awful. Dynasty Warriors 9 and Persona 5 Strikers. Those two games basically destroyed my hopes for good Dynasty Warriors. Let me just the camera. There we go. But yeah, those two games pretty much destroyed my hopes for a good Dynasty Warriors game. I heard Dynasty Warriors 9 sucks. I don't have that one, but again, I heard the game sucks. I'm probably never gonna play it. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Dynasty Warriors games anymore. Don't get me wrong, Summer Warriors 2 is great, but yeah, and I actually would like to try the. Oh wait, we'll get to it eventually, but yeah. Anyway, next up we have Skyrim. Okay, so I heard this is definitely one of the best 360 games ever. Only problem is I haven't played it because this is a game that you really have to get into in order to fully enjoy it. And I want to enjoy this game, but unfortunately the thing is that it is an RPG, but at the same time I pretty much only played this game once. Not that I couldn't get into it, but it was in the platinum hit sticks, and that's probably this is a super long game as well. Sorry, but so yeah, I'm probably never gonna get into this game, and that sucks. But at the same time, I am glad to find they have an actual Black Label copy. Well, okay, the disc is still platinum hits. You see, when I got this game, the disc was in horrible shape, so I asked if I could just pay for the case. I've been looking for a Black Label case for a while. So I'm just glad I can finally check this game off the list. Granted, this is not platinum hits. It's still platinum hits, but I'll get an actual one with a better disc and make it fully Black Label. But still got to have this game regardless. And I'm still missing Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, which of course with that one. I don't see that one very often for cheap. It's usually high in price, but yeah, that one basically that one. Of course, y'all know what happened. Basically, it was originally rated T, and then there was some cut stuff that was found, and the last terminated rated down. But yeah, great game. And next up we have Enchanted Arms. So of course another RPG. I am not the biggest fan of this game, and I think I would be, but I am so not the biggest fan. It's basically kind of similar like Pokemon in a way. But what sucks about this game is that basically when you basically run out of MP, like there's basically this meter where you have to basically where you need it in order to basically not MP, mostly you need BP battle points. If you run out of that points, you're pretty much you cannot use that character anymore, and you need to go to a specific thing to refill. And so on top of that, they're very obscure. I also to point out the characters are super unlikable. I mean, Atsuma is fine as a character. You just have to see him right there. You also see him right there. But Azuma is fine as a character, but the rest of the characters are either bland or just super unlikable. Like, I'm not even joking, it's true. Like, just like this one girl who's a cowboy, a sexy cowgirl, but also sport brat. And then this one girl who's just damn annoying. I'm not even sure why. And I really want to like this game, but like for being the first Xbox 360 JRPG, it fails at pretty much a lot of things. That sucks as well. This game came out in 2006, and it fails hard. So I'm probably never. I'm a huge JRPG fan, but I'll probably someday I'll get around to finishing this game. But when I play, this is a disappointment. That's for sure. Anyway, next up we have one of the best hidden gems of all time. Unfortunately, I'm probably won't be able to play this game because I don't think you can see this has a huge crack. That really sucks. Unfortunately, it is complete, but this is horrible shit. I don't want to test it. So I'm on the hunt for replacement, to replace my desk. But yeah, this is a really fun, great, very fun game. Of course, they got two voice actors. I'm not sure what their names are, but it is developed by Ninja Theory. Yeah, one of the best hidden gems in 60. Please play this game. If you haven't. Again, I am on the hunt for replacement to replace my desk, but to get a replacement desk. Now, replacement desk mostly to get a better desk so I can actually play it. But I did get a good price on GameStop. That's good. Next up, we have probably my favorite 360 game of all time, Eternal Sonata. This is such a great game. But this game is more so an RPG, but also regarding music. The first time that happened was a Rhapsody, a musical adventure. But yeah, I really like the characters. This game has two of my favorite. I remember I love the characters. The characters are super likable. Of course, this game has two of my favorite voice actors of all time. The two main characters. Actually, the two main characters are voiced by two of my favorite video game actors of all time. And Aaron Fitzgerald, who of course voiced Chie in Persona 4, and Sam Riegel, who voiced Jude Mathis in Tales of Xillia. So yeah, this is a great game. I really enjoyed the combat. I know the combat can get repetitive at some point, but yeah, the characters are super likable. The music. Yeah, I mean, the scenes where you're basically listening to music while watching a poem, reading a poem in real aesthetic. Yeah, that does get annoying, don't get me wrong. But from when I played this game, I love this game. One of my favorite games of all time, for sure. And so yeah, please play this game if you haven't. And I do wish we get a sequel to this game. I give you Tales of Xillia, which is sort of like a sequel, but yeah, someday I'll get back to playing this game and actually finish it. I mean, I'm stuck. I was playing this game and I got stuck in the boss. I'm not joking. So someday I'll get back to playing this game. But yeah, it's a really fun game to play, and I cannot wait to go back. So yeah, next up we have F1 2014. This game is really uncommon. I wouldn't say it's that expensive, but it's actually very uncommon. So about the F1 games, I'm mostly known over F1. More getting F1 2009 on the Wii. There's actually a theme that's actually really good in that game. So unfortunately, this game doesn't have it, but I really love the F1 2009 theme. They actually plays in the Wii menu intro, but yeah, it's really. But unfortunately, I couldn't get used to this game because I hated the driving. I probably need to play this game like in a third-person perspective. I couldn't figure it out. I never played this game, and I really want to get to play this game because there's one racing game I love, which you'll see in a minute. But yeah, this is a really, I guess this is an okay racing game, but there are better racers. For when I play it, I do want to get into it. I need to give it another chance. Next game I just got recently, Fable 2. This is the limited collector's edition. This game I just got yesterday, which is of course a few days if you're watching this, but I just got this thing yesterday, so you're gonna see this in a pick a video, but which probably won't be for a while, but yeah, I really want to play this game. I have played Fable 3, which is alright, but I heard this is one of the best 360 games of all time, so of course I want to play this game, so, and of course I cannot wait to get a hold of it, can play it. It is basically complete with both disc, which I think is pretty awesome. I do wish I got the normal one. But yeah, I really can't wait to play this game. Yes, I did hear this game has one of those characters where he backstabs you really quickly. In fact, Waffle's Minion talked about one of the characters because he played that game. But yeah, we were looking forward to playing that game. I heard it's really great. Next up we have Fable 3, which is okay. I have played it, it's okay. So, of course, I'm still missing 2 Fable games. Actually, I thought I'm missing 1, but I'm actually missing 2. Fable Anniversary, which I haven't found, still looking for that one, and Fable The Journey, which I had the opportunity to get it for $4 sealed. Unfortunately, I passed on it in favor of Nickelodeon Dance. I'm not even joking, but which of course you'll see that later on. But yeah, anyway, next up we have Fallout 3. This is not the original artwork though. This is the reprinted artwork. So I'm actually on the hunt for a replacement. But I have played this game. One of the best 360 games ever made. I'm not even joking. It's so damn good. It definitely lived up to the hype. I just don't want to play it though. But even better, and I do have a bug for this one, Fallout New Vegas. Oh my god, I love this game. This is by far one of the best Xbox 360 games ever made. It definitely lives up to the hype. The characters are super likable. And like it is by far one of the best 360 games ever made. The open world is great. Las Vegas is Las Vegas is really fun to explore. I haven't got to that part, but yeah, I cannot wait to explore more, play more of this game. It is so damn good. I love when I played it. I cannot wait to play more. Unfortunately, now we got to the opposite of amazing. Five Nights at Night for the game show. One of the worst 360 games ever made, and one of the worst 360 games I ever played. What a huge disappointment this game was. So thinking about this is that I love game show video games. That's what more gives me impression. I don't even hate game show games, but I really like game show games. This one, however, takes what should be a game show game and pretty much fucks it up so bad. I apologize for the grab, but yeah, this game is so bad. I really do not like this game. It is definitely one of the worst games I played this year. I got it last year, but I want to say another DS game before COVID. But yeah, this is one of the worst games I played this year. One of the worst games I played on the 60, and I've been looking for this one for so long, and it's just that this game sucks. Like, you're basically playing. If they show without the game show, the main mode, which is the game show, and change like the order in which you played the games, I would like it more. Or they basically add. But what sucks is that if you this basically they put the computer monopoly, and if you basically get more of it, then that's it. You win. This game sucks. This game sucks. I hate this game. One of the worst for sure. And let's get back to the opposite of bad and talk about a hidden gem on the Xbox 16. Fantasia Music Evolved. This is a really, really fun hidden gem. I say that this is a hidden gem because, basically, okay, first off, I love Fantasia. I love the movie. The movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. And this game basically, combines, the visual style the visual painting style that Fantasia goes with basically, a little bit something like Dance Central. I mean, yeah, you're waving your arms around, but it's also in a good manner. Like, it does it really, really well. And it basically, yeah, it just has some rap songs, but it does also have classical music, and the classical music, it's where it's at. Because obviously, if you've seen Fantasia, the movie, you obviously know that the classical music is going to be where it's at. It is kind of odd that they did not include the Sorcerer's Apprentice. That would have been, this is the one that they didn't include Sorcerer's Apprentice. They didn't include Nights on Bald Mountain, which is amazing, probably my favorite classical music piece. But now they just need to include, Sorcerer's Apprentice, or any of the other ones. But I guess they had, what's that one? Nutcracker, which of course we got that awful movie, but that 2018 why not? But yeah, this is a very fun hidden gem. This is one of the games that does have Dance Central, That's why 10 Central. This game shows what the Kinect could do. So please play this game. Even if you don't like the Kinect, please play. My voice is really starting to get odd. I'm actually gonna stop recording. Wait, not stop recording now. I just gotta get this clip done, but I'm probably not gonna finish the 60 question video for a while. That's why I'm making an edited video so that I can take my time, get every clip recorded, and then after that, basically edit it out and get it up on YouTube. Anyway, next up we have Far Cry 3, one of my favorite Xbox 360 games of all time. Like I love this game. This is by far the best Far Cry game ever made. It definitely lived up just by Fallout 3, lived up to the hype. It's one of the best for sure. Yes, I did hear about the ending to where you're basically, I'm not gonna say it, but basically it's something gets sexy enough that you get killed. I did hear about that, but yeah, this is a great game. One of the best 360 games for sure. I cannot wait to finish this game. It's basically why Breath of the Wild, before Breath of the Wild was doing, except it's on a 9 But yeah, great game. Really enjoying this. Really enjoyed this game. Fast Dante Diego is one of the best villains of all time. I should have mentioned that earlier, but yeah, one of the best villains of all in video game history. I really like who he is, what he does as a villain, and he's super likable. And probably the best Far Cry villain in the franchise. And of course, we are getting Far Cry 6, and of course we're getting a new villain. Because Far Cry is super likable, most memorable for its villains. And Far Cry 3 has the best for sure. You see, anyway, next up we have FIFA 14, which is a little bit sun-faded though, and FIFA 15. There you go. So, I'm actually still missing some of the FIFAs for 360. I have the most amount of FIFAs for PS3 than I have 360, which is kind of sad, because I have more NBA 2Ks and I have sports skins for 360, but FIFA's the only thing that I have more on PS3 than 360, which is again kind of sad. Anyway, next up we have Fires and Cage. I haven't had the chance to play this game. I tried to get the Kinect to recognize, but I couldn't get it to recognize. That's why I haven't played this game. But it kind of sucks. I really want to play this game. But I got the potential to work, but with Kinect. With this game, I haven't. I heard this game sucks, but haven't been able to get it to work. So hopefully I'll get it to work soon. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah, baby. One of my favorite 360 games. One of my favorite racing games. One of my favorite 360 games. One of my favorite games of all time. Forza Motorsport 3. I love this game. This is by far one of the best games on the 360. It is the best Forza game ever made. It's the game I spent the most amount of time in. I also have Forza Motorsport 4, which here it is. Forza Motorsport 4, which is okay, but this is the game I really enjoyed the most. I know the stuff like Forza Motorsport 7 and 6 or something like that. And they are coming out with new Forza Motorsport, but to me, this will always be the best. This will always be my favorite because of how amazing it was, and the controls are very tight. I want to get used to Gran Turismo, but yeah, this is one of the best 360 games ever made, and one of my favorite games of all time. Not so good. Love this game. Anyway, and of course I mentioned Forza 4, so I'm not gonna mention it again. I'm also gonna move put this stuff over there. So actually, there we go. All right, next up we have Fracture. This is missing the man. It has huge secret residues. I'm actually on the hunt for a condition, not great, but it's missing the manual. Borderlands, but it's okay. This is by LucasArts, so I'm looking for this one. I'm glad I got it when I did. I don't see this one very often though, so yeah. Next up we have the Gears of War games. Unfortunately I'm missing Gears of War 1. I've been missing that one for a while. I'm on the hunt for it. I'm also looking for very nice copies. I can finally complete this up. I know that's like the first game I'm missing. One of the best for sure. One of the top 10 highest rated 360 games on Metacritic actually. But yeah, we have Gears of War 2, which is a very great game. Gears of War 3, which is amazing. And Gears of War Judgment, which is okay. Anyway, next up we have Ghostbusters, the video game. This is one of the best movie licensed games ever. Even though it's not based on a Ghostbusters movie, but it has its own original story. But for a while, this was the closest thing we were gonna get to a Ghostbusters story. Unfortunately, Ghostbusters. There is a new Ghostbusters movie coming out, but we're not gonna see. From the trailer I saw, we don't see the original Ghostbusters, and such that Harold Ramis. Unfortunately, the end of the Ghostbusters 3 Kabbalah came when Harold Ramis passed away, which was a very sad day, by the way. But when he died, but yeah, this is the closest thing we're gonna get to a true Ghostbusters 3. I mean, again, we have Ghostbusters Afterlife, but again, we're not in terms of the original Ghostbusters game with the original cast. It won't happen again. Unfortunately, it probably is not gonna happen again. It sucks, but at the same time, we do have to deal with it. Yeah, because again, it's part of life. But yeah, Ghostbusters, the video game, one of the best Ghostbusters games for sure. I'm actually glad I got to play this game. I had it on the Wii, but I got rid of it. Never played it. I'm so glad I got it on 360. This is one of the best games, one of the best Western movie games. But shit, even though it's not based on a specific Ghostbusters movie, it's still a really great game. And next up we have G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra. I have not seen the movie. I know they're coming out with Snake Eyes, the movie, which of course is based on the G.I. Joe character. But when I played this movie, this game is horrible. Didn't like it. It bad. I don't know. It's like one of the worst for sure. But definitely not good. And next up we have the Grand Theft Auto games. And of course I am missing one of the Grand Theft Auto games. Unfortunately, two of them are kind of hits. I wasn't on the back labels, but we have Grand Theft Auto 4, which was a huge disappointment. Still good, but they did not change up enough, and I do think that what the opposite they tried to do was a little bit stupid. So wasn't a fan of this one, but I am a fan of Grand Theft Auto 5, which is a great game, and it is one of the best Xbox 360 games ever made. I apologize with the glare, but yeah, let me see if I can. There you go. It does live up to the hype. One of the best 360 games for sure. I love this game. And of course, we have this one I actually found it at Salvation Army. So glad I have this game. This game's climbing up in price, getting really difficult to find. Grand Theft Auto Episodes of Rarity City. Unfortunately, this is a disappointment. It basically comes with two DLCs, 2 more expansions to Grand Theft Auto 4. Again, this is a huge, just like Grand Theft Auto 4, this was a huge disappointment. I haven't played the Boston Dan, but I have played the Gay Tony. Again, huge disappointment. It does suck that these games are not good. I was hoping these games would be amazing. Unfortunately, they're not. What actually makes it a little bit more valuable is it has a sticker. I'm not gonna get it all because it's actually way more valuable with that. There's actually someone in Grand Falls San Andreas, a variant that comes with that. You just take it out as a regular game, but yeah, that's really hard to find. And of course, we have Guilty Gear 2 Overture. What a huge disappointment this game was. This game is basically, but this game basically tries to be, it's basically Guilty Gear with Dynasty, but also make Dynasty Wars. This game doesn't know what this game wants to be. Is this game a fighting game, or is it a hack and slash? And this game is a hack and slash. And this was a 10th anniversary game. That's not what Guilty Gear should be, and shouldn't be. And I got stuck at a stupid stage, so I'll get around to playing this game, but I guess this was a series jump to 3D, but it obviously did not work. And we just killed the franchise for a very long time. Until we got Guilty Gear Xrd, and now we got Guilty Gear Strive, which I heard is amazing. Unfortunately, this was definitely the low point of the franchise, which kind of sucks because again, Guilty Gear is a very stylish fighter, but again, this game sucks. Wouldn't say this game sucks, but it's a huge disappointment. That's for sure. Anyway, that is it for Stack 2. Let's move on to Stack 3. Alright, Stack 3, here we go. First up, we have Guitar Hero 2. A really fun Guitar Hero game. I've been a huge fan of the Guitar Hero games for a while. I haven't had a lot of them on the Wii. I used to have a lot of them on the Wii. I don't anymore because again I sold one of my Wii games, but so glad to have this one. This is the second Guitar Hero. It also came out on PS2, but this is the better version. I don't have the Guitar Hero guitar for the Xbox 360, but thankfully, first we have Guitar Hero 3, one of my favorites for sure. The final boss was really great. The ending was pretty good as well, but there isn't these two Guitar Hero games. You do need the Guitar Hero guitar usually to play Guitar Hero, but with these two you can just use the controller. Like it says it right there, which I'll show you quickly. This is just gonna be long anyway, so I'm gonna show you anyway. It says it's right there. I don't think you can see it right there. That's where you can use Guitar Hero guitar. But yeah, great game. Actually, I also mine's actually in horrible shape as well because I'm looking for an upgrade. Alright, next up we got the Halo games. These are some of the best first-person shooters ever made. And of course, the Halo showed Microsoft showed that Microsoft will have a Wii franchise, and it's so huge right now because we are getting Halo Infinite. I believe in December actually. Was it November or December? I'm pretty sure it's December. But we are getting Halo Infinite's coming soon. I cannot wait for that. I really love Halo. And I did like Halo 5, but look like this is the extra 60 Halos. Also, we have Halo 3, which is an amazing game. Love this game. Halo 3 ODST, an okay game. And Halo 4, which I really liked the story. The story was really emotional, especially for a Halo game. And then that was a first-person shooter. And the graphics were beautiful. I'm not even joking. Please play this game. And also we have Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, which is the release of Halo 1. This does come in a slipcover, which I do not have, but yeah, there are a couple of Halos I still need. I need Halo Reach, which is the prequel, and Halo Wars. I have found that game, but the one I found was in horrible shape and had the stupid Microsoft sticker, so I had to pass on it, unfortunately. And also Halo Reach is that was also in horrible shape, so had to pass on it, unfortunately. But so yeah, because I want my Halos to be very nice shape. Anyway, next up we have Hasbro Family Game Night Fun Pack. So about this one, this actually is really starting to climb up in price because this is by far and still the only, to this day, and will be to this day, the only way you can play Family Game Night 2 on the Xbox 360. You see, Family Game Night 2 originally came out for the Wii and for the Wii, but when they brought it over to the 360, they decided to bundle it together. And because of that, this is the only way you can get Family Game Night 2 and the Xbox 360. Family Game Night 2 they released separately, which I am looking for, but Family Game Night 2 only came out for the 360 on this double pack, and that's why this double pack is so hard to find. Very glad I got it when I did. Next up we have Hellboy: The Signs of Evil, which is a funny beat 'em up, but I rather play Devil May Cry. So yeah, and I mean, it can't be worse than Hellboy on PS1, but it is by Konami, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, next up we have Hitman Evolution. Oh, hang on, Hitman Absolution. This cover looks so badass. So again, I am not good at stealth games, so I did not get to play this fully, but it is a really solid game when I played. Next up, we have Infinite Undiscovered, another RPG. This was one of the early RPGs in X360, and yeah, this one wasn't that great. The characters are really unlikable. I am not a fan of the characters, except for maybe a couple of them, but for the most part, this is just like Enchanted Arms, but the characters are super unlikable. Oh, and I don't understand, like, especially after you escape the dungeon. On top of that, there's like a noise that they make every time you beat them. I was able to figure it out eventually, but when I first played this game, it was annoying. I did not know how to figure it out. Eventually, what I found is that you have to basically have to do like a specific move in this tutorial. They don't tell you though, but yeah, this was definitely a disappointment, that's for sure. I wish I got past that part, but man, that game was not good. And I got stuck again. I'm never gonna play it actually. Never gonna play it again actually. Next up we have Jeopardy, which is by far the best version of Jeopardy to this day. It's accurate to the show. And of course that's Alex Trebek. Rest in peace. A lot of people know that Alex Trebek died. Rest in peace. Again, I always said it. And next up we have Cameo Elements of Howard. So actually about this one, me and my brother were actually playing this game in a lot, and we were laughing so hard at how bad this game was. We were playing this together, and we tried playing the missions. Of course, we failed. That's how bad this game was. So, yeah, we're never playing this game again. I have to tell this game sucked. Next up, we have Killer is Dead, which is a really fun hack and slash developed by Suda51. Characters, I really like the characters. Mondo, forget his last name, but super likable as an assassin, as a character as well. Really likable. Unfortunately, this is actually missing the manual. Am I having trouble opening? There we go. It's missing the manual when I got it. I've actually been looking for this one before. I'm on a hunt for a better one with the manual, but yeah, really great game. I did get stuck at the stupid scroll mission. We had to find the scrolls, but yeah, this is a really fun game. And don't not forget that you do need to dodge. Like, you're gonna need to evade a lot if you want to survive in this game. Usually, you can go all out, but you go all Rambo, you're gonna have a bad time. You need to evade in this game if you want to survive. So just need to point that out to anyone out there who needs to refresh it, but you do need to evade. Anyway, next up we have the Connect series. This was the Connect flagship series because it failed on a lot of big things, but I used to this one, of course. So I'm not gonna go into full detail because obviously the Connect failed. Everybody hates the Connect, and I did it for a good reason. Why? Because it sucked. So and of course I'm going for complete success. I need all these Connect games. There are a few in them in the Connect line of games I'm missing, but I wish I'll go in a minute. But anyway, we have Connect Adventures, Connect Disneyland Adventures, which I found. Actually, I found at a Goodwill for it was like $3. I did not have it, so no idea. Connect Joyride. I had another one, but this is actually amongst my shape. I mean, it has the sticker, but the one I had was not in the best shape, so of course I found a better one, which is really cool. And one with the manual, actually. Yeah. Show it right here. There you go. We also have Connect Sports Season 2. So, last time I did my 360 collection, the one I had was in horrible shape. It was so bad. I am so glad to get a condition upgrade for this game, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's just a sports game, we're about Wii Sports, but it is developed by Rare, so that's because of Busy Mobile, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong Country 4-Day, Killer Instinct, but yeah, Perfect Dark, but yeah, so glad I found a condition upgrade, and even better, I'm glad I found this at Goodwill. We have Connect Sports Ultimate Collection. This is I thought just would have gone. I'm zoom in. There we go. This is very uncommon. Borderline rare, I'd say. And it's basically a compilation that comes with Connect Sports 1 and 2. It's a double pack, and it basically comes with the DLC color comes with bonus sports, which of course one of them is basketball, which of course it wasn't in the original Connect Sports Season 2. Unfortunately, unfortunately it's missing the codes, the inserts that comes with the codes, but regardless, I'm so happy to have this game. I never thought I actually found this game, and I never thought I actually found it at Goodwill. So, I know it does go back, it doesn't go over that much, but it's very uncommon. And of course, we have Connect Star Wars, which everybody hates this game, and it definitely shows. There's like this basically where there's basically this dance mode. It's basically Dance Central, and of course, it's the DJ remix with Han Solo, where IS is replay. Bad. You do not do that. Anyway. Next up we have Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning, and one of the best hidden gems of all time. Please play this game, you haven't, but yeah, of course, yeah. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get a sequel, but this game did get remastered, so I think it's pretty cool because more people are gonna be able to play this game. So yeah, please play this game, you haven't. It's so good. I really liked what I played, and I cannot wait to play more. Next up we have LA Noire, which is an awesome game. I'm not good at it though, what it does, but yeah, awesome game. Next up we have Lego Marvel Superheroes. Unfortunately, this is not the best condition. There's no manual, and on top of that, there's like huge amount of sticker residue. It's so bad. So I'll give them on a 100 replacement, but yeah, great fun game. Oh, this is a great game right here. Lollipop Chainsaw. One of my favorites. 360 games. I also have it on PS2. PS2 charging started to get expensive, and this one's starting to get more pricey because the people can't afford the PS3 version now. But yeah, this is a really great game. Of course, this was directed by James Gunn, who directed Guardians of the Galaxy, Romeo and Juliet, and stuff like that. But yeah, really fun hack and slash one. And this is one of the funniest games I ever played in my life. Like, there's lots of one-liners, lots of references, lots of jokes. Like, even before the bosses, like, there's like one, I don't want to spoil it, but, for those who haven't played this game, there's like one boss that before they basically, before the fight, they basically make a huge reference, and I laughed out loud. Like, this game is so freaking funny. Please play this game. You haven't. It's getting harder to find, and because obviously with the hype of James Gunn movies, so please play this game if you haven't. Get it. I already said that. Anyway, next up we have Lost Planet: Extreme Condition. This is actually the original Lost Planet. Unfortunately, it's missing the manual. I have other games are missing the manuals, but yeah, this one is. I had the chance to get Lost Planet 2. I'm missing Lost Planet 2 and 3, but I had the chance to get Lost Planet 2. Unfortunately, I was missing the manuals. I had to pass on it. I did not want another Lost Planet game. I was missing the manual because this one's already missing the manual. So I'm on a hunt for a manual complete max copy. So yeah, of course, if I ever do find one complete, I will get it. I don't want to have a lot of my 6 games missing the manuals. Some of the 6 games are already missing manuals. Anyway, next up we have your everyday dose of Madden. I'm just gonna go through this really quick. Madden 07, Madden 09, Madden 10, which I know I'm missing Madden 08. That's the best one in the series, and I don't have it. Madden 12, Madden 13, Madden 15, and that's basically it. So I'm actually halfway there to complete Madden 7 through 60. I'm obviously missing 6. 8, I'm missing 11, 25, and 16, 17. So, of course I want to find those. I don't need to, I know Madden 17 is pretty pricey, but, yeah, if I can find that, that would be great. I would have to complete the Madden set sooner right there, so I don't have to go eBay and pretty much pay them for them separately. Anyway, next we have Mafia 2, which is an amazing game. But what I played, this game was amazing. And of course, they actually remade Mafia 1, because I cannot wait to play that one. I heard that remake is so damn good. But yeah, this is an amazing game. Really like this game, and I cannot wait to play the remake of Mafia, and I cannot wait to go back to this one because this game is awesome. Love this game. What I played. Next up, we have a very rare Xbox 360 game, Xbox 360 RPG, Magna Carta 2. This game is a disappointment. It is complete. It is complete with both discs. Yeah, this game is a disappointment. It is an action RPG, but yeah, this game is done a disappointment. The game. I did like the exploration and the combat, but the story is just stupid, and most of the characters are super unlikable, and on top of this game's annoying. Like, there's like this one girl who constantly says, "I'm gonna show you the power of the Mare." Like, good God, enough already. But yeah, this game goes for $60 complete. It's getting really uncommon, and it's very hard to find. Yeah, it does have Michelle Roth as. It's actually the only character I really liked. The only character I really liked. I actually like the protagonist, of course, Selfie and Juto, but Juto got more likable as the game went on. But that's basically it. I did not like the characters that often. But yeah, this is really hard to find. It is really hard to find, but this is for collectors only. It's not worth the $60 that it commands. If the game was a lot better, then honestly it would be worth the $60. But yeah, this is really hard to find. worth the $60, but unfortunately unfortunately it's not. I needed it to complete my 360 set, just so I could knock off the West and go for complete 360 set. Anyway, next up we have the Major League Baseball games. I don't have a lot actually, but yeah, we have Major League Baseball 2K9, which I found in the Salvation Army. Was it a Goodwill? No, sorry, I found it at the store. Major League Baseball 2K10, 2K11, and 2K13, which was the last one to come out. This one I actually found Salvation Army, but I heard this is in horrible shape actually. So I did spend $4 on it. So if this actually works, good. If not, then I spent $4 on it. I can find a replacement disc. Because I already knocked it off the list already, and I needed that one. Anyway, next up we have the 3 Mass Effect games, which are amazing. I haven't played them fully because I do want to play them fully because these games are some of the best 360 games on the console. We have Mass Effect, which is an amazing game. From what I played, I love this game. I cannot wait to play more. Mass Effect 2, I haven't played much of this game, but from what I played, this game was amazing. This is definitely one of the best games ever made. One of the best games of 2010, one of the best RPGs, and one of the best games of all time. It definitely shows, and this game is definitely worth the hype. One of the best games for sure. Even though I've yet to play much of it, but again, one of the best for sure. And of course we have Mass Effect 3, which, of course, believe it or not, I had this game before, but the one I had had a huge Mystic capacity. Actually, this is a huge upgrade. Mine is this of course, but again, the one I have is in very nice. This is actually the best condition copy I have. So yeah, and of course it doesn't have the Mystic capacity there. So now pretty much I have all my Mass Effect games in very nice shape, which I think is awesome. Mass Effect 3 was the only one that pretty much. I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people hate that game because of the ending, but still, it's a very solid game. Next up, we have Max Payne 3, which I really like this game. Played it on PC before I finally got it on 360. Really excellent game. I really liked the style they were going like a little more calm, but also had some highlights more. So I don't know why they did that, but yeah, really solid third-person shooter. I'm not the biggest fan of third-person shooters, but because Rockstar Games makes some really great quality games. This is another game to add to their library. This was before, and of course it came up before Grand Theft Auto 5, and then that became their focus now. Even though although they did make Red Dead Redemption 2, which I really want to play. I heard the game's amazing, one of the best for sure. Anyway, next up we have Rules of Nature, Metal Gear Solid Rising: Revengeance. What an amazing hack and slash this game was. One of the best 360 games. Of course, Platinum Games developed this game, and of course they did a really great job. Writing is such a badass. And it's definitely one of the best. Please play this game. It is a very short game, but it's also very fun and very stylish at the same time. It's basically if you like Devil May Cry, how stylish that game is, well, you're gonna love the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Especially for Metal Gear game, it's so good. And of course we have Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. So I am missing 2 of the Metal Gear Solid games. Because I have this one on Xbox One. I love the Xbox One. Probably play it on 360 again, but if I can get the hard drive to it. But yeah, I do have Metal Gear Solid. I still need Metal Gear Solid HD collection, which I'm still looking for, and I'm missing the other half, the Metal Gear Solid 5, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. So if anybody has those, please let me know. I'll have to get it completed. And next we have Michael Jackson: The Experience. It's okay, but again, I do love Michael Jackson, so I'm not gonna do the Michael Jackson scream cheer because again, I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna lip sync it this hard. I'm not gonna do it just for zero pressure. Anyway, next we have Midway Arcade Origins. This one's starting to get pretty uncommon, borderline rare. But it's actually a really fun compilation of Midway arcade games. So actually really glad I got this game because my dad got it for me when I wanted to do 360 games, and I really liked this game. I cannot wait to play it again. Playing these arcade games again. Of course, it has Spy Hunter, Smash TV, Sinistar, Robotron 2084, Ruby Tapper, and of course 720 AK Skate or Die. Of and Gauntlet, which of course I want to play Gauntlet again. I could have got Gauntlet 4, but I had to return. Of course, I couldn't afford it. But yeah, great competition. Next up, we have Minecraft Story Mode. This is the Season Pass edition. I don't have Minecraft. I know I don't have Minecraft regular on 360, and I need it. I need that one. I need the Cooper Adventure of this one. But yeah, this game is not good. I get a tell they want to make a more keep it fair version of what they usually do, but they failed at that. Of course, I mean, I will say that this game does have Ashley Johnson as Petra. I did like Ashley Petra, the voice actress, but of course, and then it's only because the voice actress of Petra also voiced Ellie in The Last of Us. So, even of course, this game does have and of course I'll show you. It's this girl. This girl right here, she is of course voiced by Ellie from the same fortress who voiced Ellie from The Last of Us. So anybody who plays The Last of Us, they'll be the person who plays might know that she's in this. So other than that, I'm not sure what the rest of the voice actors are. Again, I know that one has Ashley Johnson. Next up, we have one of my favorite 360 games, one of my favorite platformers of all time. One of my favorite Mirror's Edge. Really great game. Again, it is short. I got stuck in a stupid area, but yeah, it is a very hard game though, so be prepared to die a lot. But yeah, if you want to play, this is a really solid platformer. We did get a sequel on just Sonata, which I do not have at the moment, but yeah, this is a really solid game, and I cannot wait to play the sequel. And I know Dash played that game a lot. I'm joking. Next up, we have Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. A lot of people hate this game. In fact, this game bombed. This game is alright as a game, but unfortunately, this game did bomb. Like they tried to make crossover Mortal Kombat with DC, and it failed up. It failed so bad. Okay, it failed so bad that pretty much Warner Bros. Had to pretty much separate Mortal Kombat and DC. So not DC separated from Mortal Kombat. So because we got Injustice now, which is amazing. But because you want to know where this all started, this is where it started. And probably the only Mortal Kombat game of the year rated T. That's actually pretty surprising. I am missing Mortal Kombat 2011. I'm still looking for the one. I'm actually looking for the one, so I want to play it. It's one of the best for sure. Anyway, next up we have the two Motion Sports games. We have Motion Sports Arts, which I heard it's terrible. Motion Sports I don't know why they had to make a sequel, but it's even worse. And next up we have My Sims Sky Heroes, which is okay. It definitely was the last My Sims game. I did have it on PS3, but now I have it on 360. Yeah, I kind of like the My Sims games, but not really. They're basically like a bunch of chores. Agent is probably my favorite. My Sims Agent was probably my favorite in My Sims due to its story. The story was really good in that one, which I will show my Wii collection another time. But yeah, we can't always that one was worth to the 260. But yeah, which I'm hoping I heard rumors that they might remaster My Sims Agents and you actually get voice actors. But yeah, this was definitely the end of the series, and of course it's also in a good way, but also in a bad way because I didn't think the ending. I thought the ending was stupid, but yeah, this was the series ended, unfortunately. And of course we have another compilation. Gonna move these games. Now Museum Virtual Arcade. I really like the menu, so they went with this one. It's actually I got someone $25. Price is down, slowly going down a little bit. No manual, unfortunately, but I'm actually glad I got this game because it's actually really solid museum game. So that is it for Stack 5. Let's move on to the next stack. Alright, time for Stack 4. Most of it is pretty much going to be my sports games. I'm going to go through these really quick. Except for one, which I'll talk about, but yeah, in more detail. NBA 2K7, NBA 2K8, NBA 2K9, 2K10, 2K13, 2K14, 2K15. That's the end of the NBA 2Ks. Of course, I'm just right now. I'm halfway there with the NBA 2Ks. Actually, no, I'm gonna see some of them, but yeah, I'm getting close. I am getting close. Anyway, next up we have one of the first 360s games I ever got. NBA Wide Void. Yeah, it's a sports game, but it's the first 360 game I ever got. That's one, so it means something to me. We also have NBA Live 10, the cool NBA Live cover. It's supposed to be NBA Live 11, never came out. So I think it came out. Now it's one of the rarest PS3 games. Never not kind of was at them. NCAA Football 08, NCAA Football 11, and the rarest one the NCAA to get. I wouldn't say rarest because it's starting to go down in price. NCAA Football 11. So what I mean by not rarest is that this is still the rarest of the NCAA footballs, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I really to count this as the NCAA as the rarest 60 game. I one of the rarest 60 games because this game's been going down in price because of the rumors of a new NCAA football game coming, and that's the case. It might have gone down a lot or a little bit, but as of right now, this is still very pricey. But again, not that expensive. You can get it for like around maybe 50, higher to 70, but not over 100. But yeah, I mentioned I got that one when I did. Anyway, we have NFL Tour. It's actually NFL Blitz, but completely failed at being NFL Blitz. The game sucks. NHL 8. NHL 10. Which, oh, by the way, NHL 8 is actually missing the manual, actually, which kind of sucks for sports game. So if anybody has the manual, please let me know. I don't want to buy another, probably buy another copy. Yeah, and of course we have NHL 2K8 and NHL 2K10. So that's all the and sports games with the N. Also, Herman's on N's, but and mostly the last N game, so whatever. Anyway, Nickelodeon Dance. Okay, about this game. This is not a game I would actually want to pay eBay prices for, and I don't really want to get the game. It's not a game I ever want to play because it's a kids game and dance game. But again, I'm going for a full 100% Xbox 360 collection, and I need this game. And I needed this game. I don't need it now. I have it, but I needed this game. I needed this game when I was going game hunting. So because it was only $4. Again, for games like this, you're pretty much gonna have to pretty much make deals if you want to add it to your collection. Because it's also a game that I'm never going to want to play. It's going to sit on a shelf and pretty much gather dust while I try to complete my collection. So that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, this game. Ultimedius of excellent. Okay, I am not a fan of... I really like shoot 'em ups, but I'm not good at shoot 'em ups, so... Oh god, this game is Gradius, but maybe fails being Gradius. Like, oh my god. I get it, there's a lot of boobs in this game, but the problem is that I did say, I was about to say something, but I'm not going to say it, but it's basically, you're shooting anime boobs, and I do not know why you're shooting that, but it makes me very uncomfortable when playing this game. Like, this is by far one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. Like, it sucks as well, because this game easily has potential for being, like, an adorable cute 'em up, such a super sexy one at that. But this game sucks so much because not because it's Proteus. I mean, Proteus is as cool as it is, but it's not even Proteus. It's Gradius. Yes, except with anime boobs. So I do not know what they were thinking, but this game murdered Gradius. This is pretty much the death of the franchise, right for this remain. And and even though I want to get Gradius 6 or new Gradius if that ever happens, I don't think I want to because of this game. This game honestly destroyed all hopes for a Gradius game. And I guess I do want to play Gradius 5, but I'm actually will probably be a while before I play Gradius 5. Why? Because this game sucks so much. I mean, especially and the ending is just garbage. I mean, especially with the boobs. Avoid this game at all costs. And speaking of games you should avoid, Pac-Man and Ghost Adventures 2. What a huge disappointment this game was. There was a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches. I have played Pac-Man and Ghost Adventures 1 on the Wii U. I don't have that one, but I have it on Wii U. But I had it digitally. It was okay. This one, though, it's way worse. Like, they took out, like, one thing, I compared it to Wii U one when I played, they took out the multiplayer. Like, that's a huge... They basically took out the multiplayer and replaced it with challenges, which is But it's not bad. You might for 100%ing. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is one of the easiest games to get up 400 achievements for 1,000 achievement points. But even getting that's still not worth it. And also, the challenges are basically tutorials. Like, I don't understand why would you call it a challenge when it's basically a tutorial? Like, I don't understand. That's not exactly that's false marketing, and it's still to this very day. And Pokemon used to be awesome, man. I get it. This is based on the animated series that aired on Cartoon Network, but man, this game blows so hard. And it sucks as well because we did get Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, which I heard is awesome. But after that, no more Pac-Man games. Pac-Man's pretty much done. Anyway, I did mention when I talked about Katherine that there are 2 Persona games. So here they are. Unfortunately, we did not get a main series. Persona? Well, technically the PS3 version got Persona 5, even though that also came out on PS4. But majorly during that time, during the generation, we did not get a mainline Persona game. And basically instead we got these two spin-offs, which of course are really good. Persona 4 Arena, which I heard was a really solid fighter. This was like the first time that Arc System Works worked good with another publisher, because again at the time they were focusing on their franchises, even though they technically were they were originally taking to Japan, but they became who they're so yeah, of course with Double Dragon and stuff like that. But yeah, basically this was like the first time they did it, and they did it really good. Of course and of course the story character stories are really good. And of course there was like this one scene where GA basically is like disappointing everyone. Spoiler, but just because she wanted me, it's so adorable, but at the same time, it's actually really good. I'll just say this: I have one problem with this game is that there's not a lot of content per se. And yes, there's a story mode under arcade mode, and I do like what they did with the main menu to make it feel like Persona 4 which was originally on the PS2. But yeah, it's a really solid fighter, and I really enjoyed when I played this game. But I love this game even more. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which is one of the best fighters, and probably my favorite fighter in the Xbox 360, and one of my favorite 360 games. Unfortunately, this game is starting to get very, very expensive. This is probably the rarest Xbox 360 game I own. Now, I don't know what's like the most expensive, but definitely the rarest Xbox 360 game I own. As you can see, I have it in the box protector. That's how rare this game is. I mean, it took me forever to find this game. I had to go to eBay for this game to get this game, my copy. That's how hard to find this game was. But it's definitely worth it. It is a really solid fighter. The art style is just gorgeous. I mean, it feels like a 9th generation game on a 7th generation console. It's a 7th generation game, but the cutscenes feel like a 9th generation game. But it means that they were ahead of its time, which is actually amazing. And usually ahead of its time is used to praise something once there's something like brandish, but yeah, which I do have. It's not very good, but yeah. This is the cutscenes were ahead of the style. The cutscenes art style was ahead of its time, which is amazing. And it probably has pretty much almost every Persona character you can go. I say almost every because there are a few characters missing. The Persona 1 and 2 characters, Eternal Punishment and Instant Sin, and Minato, aka Makoto Yuki, because I'm not going to spoil for those who haven't played Persona 3, but something happened to him, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't played Persona 3. But yeah, those are the characters that are missing, but obviously if one of them because you played Persona 2. But yeah, really solid fighter. I highly recommend you check out this game if you can. This game is getting harder to find, so if you can find it out the wild, then you pick it up. Next up, we have an RPG, an action RPG, Phantasy Star Universe. So this is actually the first Phantasy Star game I sort of tried to get into. I thought I played Phantasy Star games before. I mean, I have Phantasy Star or 2, 3, 4 are on the and also 1 is on the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection. But this is part of the Phantasy Star Online universe. But what's different about this one is that this is basically an original story. This is basically with original characters and original story, which was actually really unique. Again, this was during the time when Phantasy Star was taking a huge departure. It was which is like the original games were fantasy had a fantasy style. They were in a fantasy world, but this one this one went online and going forward, they decided to go for more sci-fi thing, which I think that actually works really cool with Phantasy Star. I mean, of course, Phantasy Star Online was the first one developed by Sonic Team, and of course, the developers of Sonic the Hedgehog. But yeah, this is a really solid game. One of my for when I played, and I got stuck. I haven't played this game in a while, but still a really solid game. Really solid RPG. Unfortunately, mine's missing the manual, but when I saw this game, I was like, I'm never gonna find this game again, so I'm gonna try to get it now when I can. And I'm glad I did, because it's a really solid fight. It also came out on PS2. But yeah, really solid fighter. It was actually from early 360 game. I'm more of a fan of action RPGs. Oh boy, this game is amazing. And Portal 2. Oh my god, I love this game. And this is by far one of my favorite Xbox 360 games. It's basically it's just like a puzzle platformer in a first-person perspective, and it does it really, really well. One of my favorite 360 games of all time. I don't really need to say much about this one because that hasn't been said. This is one of the best 360 games, and it definitely shows. This is probably my favorite platformer on the Xbox 360, even though I know I said that about Mirror's Edge, but this is honestly my number one favorite. I spent so much time in this game. I mean, yeah, I paid $20 at this game, but it was $20 well spent. It was one of the best. And I finally got in a Black Label, which is awesome. So yeah, that game is so good. Next we have Prince of Persia. I actually never played this game, so I cannot speak about this, but I heard the Prince of Persia games are really, really good, because we are getting a Sands of Time remake, so. Next we have Pro Evolution Soccer 2012. Okay, about this one, so, it's a funny story about this game. I did say I wasn't going to go into more detail, but, I actually really like Pro Evolution Soccer 2008 on the Wii. I know it's kind of odd, but I actually really like I have played the Wii version of Pro Evolution Soccer 2008, which I don't have the one because again I sold a lot of my Wii stuff. But I actually really like this game. This version, it's actually pretty good. Again, I'm not into sports games. Of course, it's one of those games where you're gonna fail if you're not good at sports. We're gonna keep trying. Of course, it is Konami's biggest sports franchise. Because of course EA had the Madden, 2K. Well, it was originally owned by Sega, but then Sega sold the rights to Visual 2K, so Visual Console 2K. So of course 2K has the NBA, their 2K series, but pretty much Konami has Pro Evolution Soccer. It was really good. Of course they're milking it now. But of course I should also mention that Konami's not doing great nowadays. But yeah. So again, I kind of wish they remastered Pro Evolution Soccer 2008. I know it's not going to happen, but I do wish they can try that gameplay out and remaster it for Switch. I think that would be pretty cool. If not, that's fine. That's just my idea. Anyway, next up we have Project God the Racing 3. This is complete actually. It has some sticker residues. I'm on the hunt for replacement. Of course by Ferrari. I am on the hunt for Project God the Racing 4. I think I keep forgetting that there is a Project Gotham Racing 4. Like, I know there's Project Gotham Racing 3, which I do have. But I always keep forgetting that there's a Project Gotham Racing 4. So, and I don't see it very often. Like, I constantly forget about that game. So, that's something about that. Anyway, next up we have Prototype and Prototype 2. Which, they're in the wrong order. No, I'll show it that way. So, Prototype and Prototype 2. No. So, Prototype 1 I have played. It is a really solid game. And I got it out of GameStop. It's run by Radical Entertainment. Prototype 2, though, I've actually never played this one. Probably because I want to finish Prototype 1 first, not to play Prototype 2. I haven't actually never played Prototype 2, though. That's what I should play. Alright, next up we have Rabbids Alive and Kickin'. I don't like the Rabbids, but because they are annoying. But I found this at Book Out for $4. It was I basically paid for it myself though on one of the other games I got when me and Muhammad went game hunting. But yeah, this is, I guess I never played it, but I guess maybe you probably would think the Rabbids. I know Marvel's Rabbids did, but maybe I might have played the Rabbids before. We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna, alright. So next up we have, next up we have is a very rare game on the Xbox 360. Raiden Fighter Aces. This is a really fun, shoot-up compilation of 3 arcade shoot-em-ups. I know there is Raiden 4 on the Xbox 360, which is really hard to get, but Raiden Fighter Aces is really solid. It basically comes with Raiden Fighters 2, and Raiden Fighters Jet. Now the thing about this is that, I actually was doing really well until I got to the final stage, and I could not beat, the final stage, because you're basically like, unlike, the beginning of the game, basically, when you die, you get to use to continue, you can obviously go back. But you're playing with multiplayer, when you go to the final stage, you always start at the very beginning. I don't know why they did that. So I had to play with my brother, and me and my brother beat Raiden Fighter. There was 1 and 2, but we never beat some Raiden Fighter Jet. And I'm hoping we'll get to do that this year, if not maybe next year. But still really solid. Really solid arcade compilations, and yeah, hopefully hoping this will get re-released. And I'm actually really amazing this got ported to the 360. But and I do have to point out that yes, this game is extremely rare. One of the rarest 360 games. A top 10 rarest for sure. I wouldn't say most expensive, but definitely one of the rarest for sure. I had a really hard time finding this game. I actually found I had to go to eBay to get my copy. That's how hard to find this game was. Yeah, it is a really solid fighter. And I'd say it usually goes around to 40 to 50. I'd maybe 60 plus, but it's actually really some. Ooh, this game is amazing. I actually just got this game recently, so of course you should see my next pick video. Actually, while I'm just using this, you'll see my next pick video, but because I'm gonna give you an RC peek. Rayman Origins. This is probably my favorite 2D platformer now. So okay, okay, hang on. All right, so what my favorite 2D platform? I remember making an Xbox 360 West back a few years ago. I was in my Berkshires with someone husband, but I was in the Berkshires and I was recording the video. Basically, I said that Sonic Generations was my favorite 2D platformer, and it probably was for a while. I'm pretty sure it was, but now that's finally changed to this game. This is basically one of the best platformers, one of the best 360 games I ever played. The gameplay is solid. The music is really catchy. Rayman controls very tightly. This is of course absolute perfection. Like one of the best. I'm actually currently playing this game on the 360 right now, alongside the other game. But actually, this game I'm actually, when I'm done recording this video, I'm gonna play it, and I'll have to edit it. I'm actually done recording the clips. I'm actually gonna play this game. I just remember when I'm done recording this clip, I'm actually gonna play this game after I'm done recording this clip. But yeah, really one of my favorite 360 games for sure. And my favorite 2D platformer of all time. I have not played Rayman Legends, although I actually got Rayman Legends. I had Rayman Legends before, but I traded it out, so I was like, nah, not interested. I wouldn't play it. I kind of regret that, because now this is one of my favorite 360 games. It definitely is worth the hype. Please play this game. Even I do a 2D platformer, although I'm a fan. I'm mostly a JRPG fan. And speaking of, next to are JRPGs. These are really uncommon JRPGs, but they're not rare. They're not super expensive. They're mostly uncommon, since you're gonna have a little bit of trouble finding them in the one. That's Record of Argus War and Record of Argus War Zero. So these two games were made by Idea Factory and Compile Heart, which of course are the makers of Hyperdimension of course the people that made Hyperdimension Neptunia. Yeah, and of course, yeah, those are the people who made the Hyperdimension Neptunia games. But what's cool about these is that these are basically like Fire Emblem. Now, and what's actually cool is that in Fire Emblem, when you die, when you die, when a member dies, they're gone for good, and they're very cruel about that. In this game, however, when a party member dies and you don't get to heal them, they're not gone for good. Basically, you can pay money to get them revived, just like a lot of RPGs do, which is actually really cool. You can pay to get them revived, and of course it's really solid, and of course the story is really good. And of course Record of Argus War Zero is even better. I do like Record of Argus War, but I like the original. I like this one better. I actually played this one recently. I really like this one a lot more. I mean, they got rid of the whole exploration thing. They instead replaced it with a whole map. But the story is actually really likable. Yes, it does have. It basically has cute anime girls. And I'm serious about this. It has like you obviously see one of them right here. You got Alice, who's basically cute, adorable, but she's okay. But of course my favorite is Shani. She basically has a she's super sexy. Even though she doesn't have a sense of direction, and on top of that, she's basically really sweethearted. She's one of my favorite characters for sure. This is one of my favorite 360 games of all time. This is if I say okay, if I were to say which one I recommend more, this is the one I have to go. It also came out on PS3. Well, this wasn't exclusive to 360, but this also came out on PS3. There is a sequel on PS3 which I do not have. It was only on PS3, but it's actually a really solid game. Very glad to get this one. I got both of them last year. I ordered them in double wall for $20. I was like, sure, why not? Because I don't have them, and I'm glad I did because they're actually really good. Next up, we have Red Dead Redemption. Unfortunately, this is not the game of the year edition, thankfully, but this is the greatest platinum hits. Unfortunately, so I want to get a Black Label. But yeah, this is one of the best Xbox 360 games ever made. Like I said before, Rockstar Games makes amazing games. Of course, they made Grand Theft Auto, Max Payne, I showed before, L.A. Noire, and of course, this is a great one. Even a lot of people don't know that this game is a sequel to Red Dead Revolver. That's where Red Dead Revolver when the series started. But I heard that one's okay, but this one they really did this game justice. The story is really great. I haven't beaten this game unfortunately, but I would love to. But like I said before, I cannot wait to get my hands on the sequel. For now, I have the original, even though it's a platinum hits, but I'm still gotta have the original because it is one of the best 360 games ever made. And of course, the top. If you were to compare other 360 games, this is like a top 10 360 game for me. Not my personal favorites, but in terms of if you're telling me what I think are the best 360 games, this is a top 10 for me. One of the best for sure. Anyway, next up we have Red Faction Guerrilla, which of course is a really solid open world game, open world third-person shooter. Of course, about to make this with Saints Row, which we are not. I did hear that Saints Row and Red Faction have a connection to each other, even though they're probably unrelated. But yeah, Red Faction, Guerrilla, really great game. I still need Red Faction Armageddon, which I heard is not as good compared to this, but yeah, really solid game. Glad I was able to get this one this year. It is one of the best for sure. Next up we have Remember Me, which is a game nobody remembers. This game's okay. Not that great. It is developed by Dead Nom Entertainment, but of course they made Life is Strange. It's okay. I mean, it is by Capcom, and I love Capcom games, but yeah, it's not that great. Even though Capcom did make it, I mean, it's for Capcom. It is Capcom. I'll cut this game some slack. Next up, we have the Resident Evil games. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them I'm missing. Of course, Resident Evil is huge. It is Capcom. We're still on Capcom territory. It is Capcom's biggest franchise. But unfortunately, I only have 2 of the Resident Evils. I wish I had more because again, I could have got Resident Evil Revelations for $4 and didn't get it. Unfortunately, I kind of regret that. But yeah, of course, these are Resident Evils I have, and I cannot wait to get more. Again, I'm going for complete 260, but yeah, we have Resident Evil 5. Which is a great game. I actually played a lot of this game. I played a lot of this game until I got stuck at the stupid, at the stupid, boss in chapter 5-3. Really, chapter 5-3? Yeah, chapter 5-3. Yeah, but yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I can understand why a lot of people are not fan this game. It's because of this girl. Her name's Sheva. Sheva is basically Alia from Mega Man X5. Not in the sense that she talks so much about giving you useless information. She talks a lot. It's most in the case of the AI. I heard the AI in this game is terrible, and I'm not even joking. So bad. But other than that, this is a great game. And I had a very fun time with this game. But over a game I did not have also Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 6, which I did not have a fun time with. This game is pretty bad. Like, I actually found this game at a GameStop. I think I got this one in 2018, something 2019. Man, this game blows so hard. Like, I tried getting, there's like a boss I tried to beat and I couldn't beat it. But it doesn't matter because this game sucks. I am not a fan of this game. But yeah, I'm gonna start why this game killed the franchise for a while. Not saying kill in the sense of like, kill the franchise, I mean there were no good Resident Evil games until Resident Evil 7 came out. But yeah, her Resident Evil 7 was amazing. And of course we have the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. Resident Evil 2 remake is amazing. I played that one, love that game. And of course we have Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village. So yeah, really great. This is a really great. Yeah, this is a really great. That's right. This is a really not a good game. Why did I say what? I am out of breath. I'm sorry. I've been recording this for way too long. We gotta get through this. Give me a long video anyway. Rock Band. I love Guitar Hero. This is similar to Guitar Hero because I've never played it though. I want to get on the Wii though. So I've heard. I didn't think Guitar Hero guitar works with Rock Band, so I might be able to get it to work. Haven't been able to. And we have Rockstar Games that's have this now. This game I actually owned before, but it was actually in horrible shape. This is a much better copy that I was able to upgrade this year. So, and of course I traded in the other one. So, yeah, this is a really solid. This is a really solid. This is a really solid table tennis game. I've not beaten this game. No, one of my favorite underrated games on the Xbox 360. The Saboteur, this game is so awesome. This is the last game to have Hampton McStudios, rest in peace. But yeah, this is a really solid. It's very underrated though, but really solid open world game. It's basically an open world game in Paris. Yes, there is a DLC code that you can go into see a burlesque performance. Unfortunately, you can't access that anymore. But thankfully, it's on YouTube. So pretty much, there's no point to worrying about the DLC code because it's on YouTube. But it is starting to get taken down due to YouTube's algorithm, which that sucks. So if you want to watch that performance now, I highly recommend you watch it now before it's gone on YouTube. But yeah, this is a really solid game. Story is really great. The remakes of Feeling Good, which was originally by Nina Simon, is her name, but the original Feeling Good by Nina Simon was great, amazing. But this is even better. They of course add some jazz to it, and give it a nice little feel to it. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, really solid game. Next up we have Saints Row 2, and also of course we have Saints Row 2. Really solid game. This one really tries to go for the whole gangster mechanic that GTA San Andreas did, which of course did great. This one tries to go for more for that, which kind of sucks actually because the main character I do not like the main female character. I think she's super unlikable. Cindy does the protagonist as well, but I do not like the main character either way. Okay. Thankfully this one's a lot better. The next one's a lot better. Saints Row 4, this is the National Treasure Edition. I do not have Saints Row 1 and 3, the third, and Get Out of the House yet, but this is this is one of my favorite underrated games. Don't get me wrong, some of the missions were frustrating, and the ending was garbage. I did not like the ending. But, so in case a spoiler word, it's basically a dance party. I mean, they got the villain to do with the worm, because you've watched Game Chasers, you know Jake could do the worm, but that's great game. It is very underrated though. One of my favorite games I beat in this year. We went to gunplay, and of course I cannot wait for the new Saints Row. I'm probably never gonna play. I want to get it cheaper though, because I mean I'm a huge RPG fan. The thing is I don't like to pay for retail for games. That's why I don't want. Crap. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next game because this is taking forever. We gotta get through this. Next up we have Samurai Warriors 2, which is a really great game. I did say before that I do not like Dynasty. I'm not a fan of Dynasty Warriors games. Again, like I said before, the Dynasty Warriors down in Persona Strikers rumors killed my hope for any good Dynasty Warriors game. But this is a really solid. this game is great. Like, I started out as well as a few one kids that she was cute, and after I gave up, pretty much started the first door. And of course, the opening basically is great. Like, it's basically we have no one knockout, pretty much like killing all ultras and out the war. And a beautiful atmosphere. That's how you started the game, and this game gets better from there. So yeah, and of course it does have Roger Craig Smith as one of the characters, but that's the story. But yeah, I'm not sure what his name is because I know Roger Craig Smith. So maybe it was someone else. But I'm pretty sure it was Roger Craig Smith because his voice is like the Hedgehog. Anyway, next up we have Sega Revo. I am not a fan of this game, and that's because the driving is close to like automobile movies that were so bad. Like I could not steer the car for this game, and so pretty much this game sucks. Like, I'm not a fan of this game, so yeah. I know Skyrim is awesome, but this one not so much. Like I said that before. Next up we have Sega Superstars Tennis, and this one also comes with the Xbox Live Arcade So, unfortunately, here's the thing. I want to get the standard edition of Sega Superstars Tennis. I had the opportunity to get it, and of course I passed on it. Do I regret that? Yes, because I never seen it again though. What if I do see it? I'm gonna pick it up. I will not regret it this time, because and I had the opportunity to. I did order one, but when it came, it pretty much came in this. Which actually will be an upgrade, because the thing is that when I previously ordered this game, it only came with Sega Superstars Tennis. Now I basically have the entirety complete. So actually even better that I actually made this thing complete. So it ended up being worth it. Just the guy did not send the right thing. So yeah. Of course I'm on the hunt for the original Sega Superstars Tennis, so I could actually get it for once. But yeah. Anyway, next up we have Shrek the Third. Oh hell yeah! I love Shrek the Third. Next up we have Skyrim Superchargers. I know this is the only Skyrim game I own for the 360. Although I actually have I actually have 4 versions of Skyrim Superchargers. Believe it or not, I own Skyrim Superchargers on 360. Now this is the 4th version I own. Superchargers on PS3, and of course Superchargers Racing on Wii and 3DS. I have all versions of Superchargers Racing, just don't have a version of Superchargers Original. I need the Xbox One version. But I can pretty much do a Instagram post of every version of Skyrim Superchargers. I'm not even joking, that's true. I think like a huge post, even though I'm probably never gonna play that game. Next up we have Silent Hill HD Collection, of course comes with Silent Hill 2 and 3. I do have Silent Hill 2, the original on 360, on 360 PS2, so that game was great, even though I'm not a fan of horror games. I did hear the fog in this one's not that great, but again, horror fans out there, get your horror games now, because they're only going to go up. We are approaching October. Today, at the time of this recording, before this clip is September 13th. We are approaching October in a few weeks, so you're a horror fan out there, get your horror games now before they're going to go up in price. Yes. But yeah, some of the HD collections is pretty good actually. I really enjoyed, and don't get me wrong, I would love the best on here too, but I should probably keep playing on 360. I think that's how I'm going to play them from now on. And of course we have the last game of this clip is the Simpsons game, which is really solid, one of the better Simpsons games for sure. I actually really enjoyed this game. I would love to get Hit and Run, but this game actually is really cool. It is a 3D platformer in the Simpsons universe. And of course I will mention that this game has Bartman, and that's awesome because Bartman appeared in everything Simpsons except for the actual show. I'm not even joking, it's true. Bartman, in case you're wondering, Bartman only appeared in one episode in the entire show, and that was basically it. So pretty much, that game was a lot better because of the fact that they brought back Bartman, and they actually to the modern era. Because again, like I said before, Bartman appeared in everything Simpsons except for the actual show. He only appeared in one episode, and that's basically it. And as this was proven by the Angry Video Game Nerd. So, yeah, again, Simpsons still has run its course, but it's gone on way. Since it was amazing back in the day, I've never seen the older episodes to be honest, but since this was amazing, but it's gone on way too long. It needs to end. Like Family Guy. I mean, Family Guy used to end, but then they started to bring it back because Simpsons was going on. So they need to end the show at some point. But yeah, Great game. So that is it for stack 4. Let's move on to the 5th and final stack. Alright, 5th and final stack. Here we go. We're almost there. I'm really feeling it, guys. Anyway, we're almost there. Here we go. First up, we have the stack. We have The Sims 3 Pets. I have played The Sims 3 Evolution on mobile devices. This one's okay. There's not the theme song, though. Singularity, one of my favorite underrated games of all time. It's basically like Doom. Except it's basically like Doom, but also a horror game. It's also like Doom 3 in a way. But yeah, one of my favorite underrated games of all time. Please play this game. I need to remember rumors that this game might get remastered. I think that'd be really cool. Anyway, next we have Sweeping Dogs. I beat this game this year, and I gotta say right now, I really liked exploring Hong Kong. Exploring Hong Kong was amazing, and the fish up was gorgeous. But man, this game is aggressive. It's brutal. You're obviously watching these super violent deaths, and of course the main character, I wouldn't say he's likable, but he's mostly very frustrating to deal with. Well, obviously I get it. He's mostly assassin trying to get his revenge, but whatever. But yeah, this game is super violent and super brutal, super aggressive. Probably the most aggressive open world game I ever played. Even more aggressive than something like Grand Theft Auto or something like Persona 5. To where in that game, obviously the characters are obviously eviscerating the criminals for what they did. I'm not even joking. Go look up that scene in Persona 5. But yeah, this is basically like that. Anyway, Sneak King. Not much to say about this game, but this game is a disappointment. That's true. But this game is a pun. Sneak King. Sneaking. Gordon Woodgod said it best. Anyway, next up we have the Sonic games. Yeah, we're gonna actually get them over here. Right, next up we have the Sonic games. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I loved the franchise since I was a little kid. Of course, my favorite is Sonic Mania, but if I had to pick another one, that's my favorite is Sonic Colors. The Wii got Sonic Colors. The 360 got these games. Some of them may not be the best, but because I love Sonic, so whatever game is good is really good. And first up we have Sonic and also Racing Transformed. So I gotta point this out that I do not have every Sonic game. I don't have every Sonic game ever made. I do not. This is one of them I have to get off eBay. Hey, but this is a really solid racing game. I actually own this one on Vita, but now I found it on the 360. It's on Wii U, and I found it on 360, and I beat it on 360. Really solid. It's a really solid. It's a really solid racing game. One of my favorites for sure. Speaking of the opposite of favorites, and one of the worst games on the Xbox 360, Sonic Free Riders. What a huge disappointment this game was. Basically this game uses the Kinect, but the Kinect doesn't work. But what's worse is that pretty much if this game can cause pain, like back pain. I have heard one YouTuber, which I'm not gonna mention, because I don't want to be disrespectful. But I heard that a couple people got arthritis because of this game. I'm sure. This game sucks so much. I tried beating this game. I tried beating this game, but I could not get past the race where you're basically Team Rogues. You have to race Team Dark in the macro level, and it sucks. I would say the music is alright. Yeah, of course you have the main theme Free, which is really good. And of course the Metropolis Speedway, which I heard was the music. The song for that is awesome, really cool, but really catchy with the jump it up. But oh god, that's the only good thing I have to say about this game. This game did have potential to be a good third installment, but pretty much destroyed all of any new Sonic Riders game. I know that of course they did remaster Sonic Colors, but yeah, that was only on the Wii. So yeah. But of course the 360 version of Sonic Colors is one of my favorite 360 games. Sonic Generations. Okay, so the thing about this game is that this is a really great game. I always Sonic the Hedgehog. This was the 20th anniversary game. Like I said before, this used to be my favorite Sonic platform on 360 before Rayman Origins took to dethrone this game. But yeah, this was my favorite, but now it's Rayman Origins, but still a really great game. Don't get me wrong, I love Sonic, but I think Rayman is pretty much, Rayman did it a lot better and a lot greater, a lot more better than Sonic. And I was like, don't get me wrong, again, I love Sonic, but yeah. Anyway, next up we have Sonic 06. Okay, so I did like to say that Assassin's Creed Revelation was the worst condition copy. I actually take that back. This is honestly the worst condition copy in my collection. This is a very uncommon game, and I'm looking for a very nice copy. This is such a horrible shape. So, but the game sucks. I don't think I need to say anything else. Everybody said that. Sonic Unleashed. This is a really underrated game. One of my favorite Sonic games of all time. The final boss was definitely tough. Yeah, for super tough, and I'm not joking. And of course, getting to the final boss, in my mind, was one of the hardest and longest final stages out there. But because I was able to beat this game, I was able to beat this version because I wanted to beat this version for a while. Finally, I did. I finally beat this version, and of course, I got to listen to the "Dear My Friend," which is I would say my favorite song, credit song in any video game, but actually, it might be my favorite. Actually, I'm not even sure. Okay, I'm not sure because a lot of them I can think of, but. Yeah, it's a really great game. I really enjoyed this game. I mean, as a Sonic fan, I understand. But don't get me wrong, this game does have issues, but as a Sonic fan, I'm okay with it because I played this game when I was a kid. I played the Wii version. Got this game way early on. It won't need a manual actually won't need an upgrade actually, but I really enjoyed this game. I cannot wait. Of course Sonic remastered Sonic Colors. Now I'm hoping Sega will remaster this game, because this game is awesome. One of my favorites for sure. And of course we have Sonic of the Genesis collections. Of course this comes with a lot of Sega Genesis games. Sonic 1, Ultimate 2, Sonic 1, 2, 3, Ultra Beast, Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3, Golden Axe 1, 2, and 3, which of course Golden Axe 3 was only on the Sega channel. Now on North America. So first time that came out. And of course we got the Fantasy Star games and Shining Force games and Shiny games. And I have reviewed this game on my Instagram because go follow me on my Instagram, jdthemightymesprit. But yeah, shameless plug. But yeah, really solid Combination Genesis games. Probably my favorite of the bunch. But yeah, we did have Sega Genesis Classics, but that game did have some games that weren't on this compilation. But they took out Sonic the Hedgehog. They took out Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles and Echo the Dolphin, which that's a bummer though. Anyway, next up we have Soul Calibur 4, which is a really solid fighter. I really enjoyed this game. So a big thing about this game. So I'm actually been missing Soul Calibur 5. I'm still looking for that game. I just don't have as I'm thinking about it. Mac McMuscles, which I probably Mac McMuscles just did a video of what happened video on Soul Calibur 5. So, kind of surprising that I've been missing that one for a while and I just did a video on it. So, I'm not going to watch the video because I heard that game is a story mode. I do want to play that game for myself. But yeah, this is a really solid game. Hopefully I'll find Soul Calibur 4. Or, not Soul Calibur 4. Hopefully I'll find Soul Calibur 5. I do have Soul Calibur 6 on my PS4. I want to have Xbox One so I can play it. But, of course, Muhammad gave it to me. But, yeah, really solid game. I do want to get Soul Calibur 2 and Soul Calibur, the original Dreamcast, but yeah, Soul Calibur 4 is awesome. Still looking for Soul Calibur 3. Next up we have Special Force 3. This game was a huge disappointment. This game was also getting pretty pricey. Somewhere like around the this game getting in the $50 range. I actually got this game for $17, it was basically listed for $30. I got it for a coupon. Unfortunately, it has a stupid sticker, which unfortunately I cannot get off. But for $17, I'm more than willing to add this game to my collection. And it was kind of sucks that this game is not good. I was hoping this game would be amazing. This game could have been the next, the big tactical RPG on the 64 Record Dogs War. Or it wasn't unfortunately, but of course you could obviously see where, of course, when the main Record Dogs War, they obviously improved a lot from with this game. Kind of like this game is bad, but again, this game is very pricey though, so definitely pick it up. You can find it. I might have got it. I don't know. Anyway, next up we have Split Second. So I mentioned before that there were two games when I sold the Brew XCOM to Classified. There were two games I found. There were two games I found at the Street Yard Snack Cart sale. It was the XCOM Brew XCOM Declassified and this. This is a really. I've been looking for this game for a while. I'm glad I found this game for $2. So this is a really solid racing game. One of my favorite games, 160 for sure. I would say they're my favorite racer. Other than actually one of my favorite racers. Actually, straight up, my favorite racer is of course Forza Motorsport 3. Well, that's it. My favorite racer on the Xbox is because Forza Motorsport 3, but this is one of my favorite racers for sure. I really like the whole you basically have to do the crashes. Like the whole point of this game is that you have to do crashes in order to survive. In order to get first place. It is definitely a hard game, but definitely really worth it at the time. It is, and of course, guess who made this game? Disney. What time was it by Box Studios? But Disney made this game. It was not even on the thought of Disney, but Disney made this game. So I think that's actually pretty surprising that a racing that has a bunch of crashes and stuff like that was actually made by Disney themselves. It was published by them, but kind of surprising Disney made that game. I'm impressed. Anyway, next up we have Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Another game I did not I got after I made a pick video, so of course you see that one right there. But of course, give me a sneak peek. Yeah, this is a really solid. Actually, I've not played this game actually. I might have played it on the Wii, but I never played the 360 version. I'm actually so happy I have this game because I got Force Unleashed 2 on 360. Again, I traded that in to Dynasty Warriors 9, Dynasty Warriors 6. But I'm so glad I found this game because now I need Force Unleashed 2 on 360. I have a history with that one, but yeah, I cannot wait to play this game. Of course, you can play as Darth Vader, which I heard is awesome. Anyway, next up. Oh god, this game is a disappointment. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This game is a huge disappointment. But when I was like, this game may be interesting. This is supposed to be like a tag team fighting game, but what kind of like a Marvel vs. Capcom. But this game is basically Capcom Fighting Evolution, and it's a little better than that, but not by much. Like basically, and you're basically doing one-on-one. But what sucks about this game is that when you basically knock out the opponent, you don't they win the point. They win the point. Or they win the round. Like so, basically, this is basically Street Fighter. It's basically Street Fighter and Tekken crossover, except it plays more like Street Fighter than it plays like Tekken. It's supposed to be like a tag team game. So I don't understand what this game is supposed to be, but it doesn't matter because this game sucks. Like I am not a fan of this game. And it sucks so well because this game could have been a lot better than what it should have been. But unfortunately, it's like we were supposed to get the other Tekken version of Tekken called Street Fighter. That got canceled, unfortunately. But that's good for a good reason. This game sucks. Nobody remembers this game at all, and I mean that's really. Anyway, next up we have Super Street Fighter 4. So there are a few versions of Street Fighter 4. This is the only version of Street Fighter 4 I have. I'm missing the original Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and Ultra Street Fighter 4. If anybody has Ultra Street Fighter 4, please let me know. But yeah, this is a very solid version. Anyway, sorry, I think I got cousin. Next up we have Tales of Vesperia. Yeah, I love the Tales series. This is my favorite video game franchise of all time, and this game was my first game. Tales. Okay, this was my first Tales game. I got this. Okay, this was the first Tales game I played, and this was the first Tales game I played, and I really enjoyed this game. And this is like probably the first JRPG I played in the 360. And not a lot more could have played, but yeah, this is a really solid Tales game. Yuri Rara, one of the best freaking one of my favorite protagonists in any video game. Even though, of course, my favorite is my favorite Tales character is of course Jude Mathis from Tales of Xillia, but Yuri Rara was a close second. Really like who he is as a character, and of course he is super likable. So, and of course I would like the art style is just gorgeous. And on top of that, the game plays exactly like well. There's no gimmick under this game. We'll come on the newer Tales games, but yeah, this is a really solid Tales game. One of my favorites for sure. It is a lot of people's favorite Tales game, but yeah, this is one of my favorites. So, you know, it's always my favorite. So, okay, it's always actually my favorite Tales game. Although that one came out on PS3, unfortunately, but yeah, great game. Next up, we have Tetris Evolution. I really like Tetris, but at the same time, I don't like the Tetris theme that they used in this game. It really sounds off. Like, I'm not even joking. It kind of sounds a little weird. Like, it kind of sounds a little warped or something. Like, you know, it kind of sounds off. Other than that, we saw version of Tetris, you know. Technically, it's the theme's kind of bad. Anyway, next up we have Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2010. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I really like this game. The problem with this game is that, the problem with this game is that the angle is bad. Like, until something the bones can be cheap. So I couldn't get into this game. I really want to get into this game, but unfortunately could not. I did find this game at Salvation Army for $3. So I think that's pretty much a steal right there. So yeah, it is a great game. At the same time, I couldn't get into it, and I really wanted to, but I couldn't. Because Tiger Woods PGA Tour 14. This game was just starting to get pretty pricey. Actually, and I actually found this game at a thrift store. It was in French's thrift store. I found the game at a thrift store for $2. I'm not even joking. And I actually realized I found Tiger Woods PGA Tour 10 at a thrift store as well. Actually, that's kind of my way. I found the more expensive one, and I found the best one. And because speaking of games I found at a thrift store, Titanfall. Of course, this is a very underrated game. Of course, Titanfall 2 is a lot better. This one is just the multiplayer. Here. What's kind of surprising is that guess who developed this game, the version of the game? Yep, Blue Point Games. That's of course they're owned by Sony now, but it's kind of surprising they actually made that game, which is pretty cool. I do need views, of course, because of the Sons 360, and of course, it was developed by Insomniac Games. I do have Sunset Overdrive, which of course is developed by them as well. But now I need views so I can get the other Insomniac Games out of the way. Anyway, next up we have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Of course, rest in peace, Tom Clancy. Other than that, I have nothing much to say. I'm not a fan of the person shows, to be honest. All right, here we go. We're getting down to the final stretch. We're down to the final stretch here. This is the final stack of games. So pretty much down to the final stretch. Anyway, we have Tomb Raider. This is the reboot. Really solid Tomb Raider game. Probably the best Tomb Raider game ever made. Like, this game did of course this game did it changed Warcraft, the way Warcraft is and how she fights, and it did it so well. One of my favorite, probably the first Tomb Raider game I played, and one of the best for sure. Please play this game if you haven't. It is definitely lives up to the hype. And we also watching over by Square Enix. Next we have Tony Hawk's Project 8. Unfortunately it's missing the manual though. Yeah, it's missing the manual, so that sucks. But it's actually I heard this was the first game that they added the whole flipping mechanic. It's okay. Next we have Transformers Dark of the Moon. I actually got this game from Alec when I got this game. I thought that this was horrible. I didn't bother with it. I should probably try this game and see if I can get it to work. If not, then I got it from Alex, so it's fine. Next up, we have UDraw Studio Instant Artist. Basically, you know how Wii U was gonna do instead of was gonna fail at the Wii U. Well, TSU decided to pretty much make it a tablet. Obviously, it failed hard when they brought it over to the 60. And of course, because of that, they had to file for bankruptcy. It was unfortunate that TSQ pretty much is gone now. I guess they're TSQ Nordic now, but pretty much they're gone. The original TSQ is gone, and this game did not do well. It is. I do see a logo of Pipeworks. They're basically the makers of Jeopardy, and another game you'll see in a minute. But yeah. Anyway, next we have UEFA Euro 2008. This is not a game I'm ever gonna find that often, so I got like $1 at GameStop. So I was like, for $1 I'll get it. UFC Undisputed 2010. This unfortunately again missing the manual, but yeah. I've never played it. That one's a boxing game. by THQ. Next we have Virtua Tennis 3. I heard that Virtua Tennis on Dreamcast was great, and this is of course a really solid entry into the series. Is I would like to play Virtua Tennis, Virtua Striker, or probably Virtua Quest, which of course that's an RPG. Right? Yeah, that's an RPG in the Virtua Fighter series. Yeah, but this one's pretty good as well. Next up we have The Walking Dead. Alright, so I wanted to really love this game like everybody else did. The problem for me is that every time I tried to play this game, and the frame rate just like dropped so much, and there's like no frame rate at all. I could not get this game to work, and because of that I wasn't able to play this game. And that sucks as well because I really wanted to play this game fully. Because I heard this is one of the best 360 games. Unfortunately, I can't get it to work. And that sucks as well because again, it is one of the best 360, one of the most emotional games. But of course, The Walking Dead has always been about zombies and stuff like that. But this one they tried something different. Of course, it worked really well. So yeah, maybe someday I'll get around to playing it. I'll probably play it on PC or something. But yeah, it's always if I can get it to work, then it's amazing. If not, then well, I do have it, so that's fine. And next we have Wheel of Fortune. One of my favorite 360 games, that's mostly because of nostalgia. This is honestly my favorite game show game of all time. Like, there's so many puzzles to solve in one game. There's 3 at a time, because there's so many puzzles you can solve. So many prizes to win. This game is basically countless amount of fun. The Wii U one is starting to get a bit more pricey. Also, should about Jeopardy. Jeopardy on the Wii U is starting to get a bit more pricey as well. But this one is really solid version. I'm glad I was able to find this version when I did. Hopefully I can find the Wii U version. Next up we have Weapon and Stone. Okay, this game I got recently. Don't worry, this will be the last game I promise. But yeah, this is I have played Wipeout Kitty Cash on the Wii U. I haven't seen the game again because I'm sure that one's just but yeah, I know why we used to be owned by Disney because it is an ABC show, right? Yeah, ABC. But yeah, because this is the Kinect version. Maybe someday I'll play this game. I was speaking which I actually remember used to playing Wipeout like at school for our gym class, and now I finally own this game. So I found a book for $4. Again, it was mostly because I needed this game. I'm going for complete 100% set. Again, I could have got Wipeout 2 and 3, but again, my dad didn't get it because he passed on it. But yeah, I'm very glad to have it. And of course, we have one of the bigger boxes again. The Witcher 2, Assassins and Kings. One of the best Witcher games. Even though I say Witcher 3 is my favorite Witcher game, the best Witcher game ever made, this is still an amazing game. The story is super good. The story is great. The characters, Geralt is Rivia is super likable. Triss is likable as well. But they obviously took the books. Of course, Witcher of course started as a book. They took the books and pretty much made a great game out of it. The great series of a trilogy of video games. And they did it really, really well. Like, this game is so damn good. One of my favorite 360 games for sure. Anyway, next up we have WWE 2K15. I do need some of the other WWE games in 360. You did not check. Unfortunately, this is the missing manual. I'll promise you this will be the last game I tell you that's missing the manual. The rest of them do have manuals. But, yeah. I'm not a fan of this game. I actually want to like this game. I heard this is like some sort of random fictional game, so it's funny. But unfortunately, I can't get into this game. I don't know why, but it's true. You know, but yeah, maybe someday I'll get used to this game. Like, I pretty much won like negative $100,000. That means I have to pay up. I'm not even joking, but yeah. I'm not a fan of this game. I wish I could be, but not really. Next up we have Your Shape Fitness Evolved. This is the original. I'm not a fitness person. I do need to get in shape though, because I have been going out for walks recently, but yeah, I usually don't get into shape. And the final game, and it's a really great one to end things off. Stuma's Revenge on the Xbox 60. This is probably the best version of Stuma's Revenge. Don't get except for one part. Basically, is that when I beat this game, the ending pretty much crashed on me, so I had to look up the ending. So That was the first that never happened. So unfortunately, I had to. That kind of sucked that the game crashed on me when I beat the game. So it does suck, but again, this is a really, from what I played, the gameplay is great. The Hawaiian style music is really good. And of course the box as well, easy. They're still really good. One of my favorite 360 games for sure. One of my favorite games I played this year. Only probably in my own, but only podcast in my own. But yeah. Anyway, we're done. That is basically it. Oh my god, this took a very long time. But I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, I have over 225 260 games. I have 221 not 221 241 to 60 games as of right now. So of course I am making progress with going to the X60 but yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking through this incredibly long video. It's gonna be tough for me to edit this video, but yeah. Okay, I can again. Usually I bring every game with me for the video, but this question I had, I couldn't do it I do it one shelf at a time. That's why it's gonna be edited video. But again, I wanted to do the Xbox 360 justice. I want to show it some huge support because it is my all-time favorite console. And I wanted to show probably my biggest collection that I have. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for this incredibly long video. I'm JD the Mighty Mesprit. The other was begins with HATES IGN.